Hello. Enjoy your lurk, Rize. How's it going? Welcome on in. Welcome on in. Tonight's shows are going to be some pretty good ones, I think. Especially the PLE, I think, is going to be very, very good. We got a lot going on tonight, so welcome on in. How's everybody doing? I'm a little bit under the weather today, this evening, so I apologize. But we're going to try and get through it. I got a little bit of a headache. We should be good. I'm just going to set up things while people trickle in, as always. Hope you guys are all having a fantastic day. Thank you for lurking, Rize. Rize is going to be defending her championship tonight. The Idol Division Championship against Usaino, the #1 contender, and we're going to see Zarataro defend his belt against Dabby. As well as Garreth Unported will be defending his openweight championship, and we will also be crowning, for the third time ever, the next winner or the next holder of a golden opportunity for one of the divisions, allowing them to cash in at any point to win a championship, or cash in at any point on a champion for a championship match. You doing all right? That's good. That's good. We're gonna have a lot going on tonight. I'm feeling pretty excited to see where this goes, because this is gonna be a turning point, I think, for the series or the season, especially with that golden opportunity in play. Will be very, very nice. Dabby's getting a title shot. Yeah, I can't remember who Dobby beat. Dabby's getting a title shot. Dobby, I think, beat Merlin. I got like so many different books that I write things down. I'm pretty sure Dobby beat Merlin. I just knocked my stupid things off the stupid wall. Oh my. Putting them up again. I knock them over every single time I grab anything out of this basket. Not putting them back up today. But yeah, I can't remember who Dobby beat. Dobby beat a couple people. Though it's going to be rough for Dobby because Zarataro is the most dominant champion we currently have. I believe Zarataro is on his third defense tonight. Or he's had his third defense. Yeah, this is going to be Zarataro's third defense tonight. He's defended it twice. He is currently the longest reigning and defending champion for the Icon division. So it's not going to be an easy feat for Dobby, but I mean, there's always a chance. You know, you're never going to count him out. Yeah, we'll just put that there for now. And then we just got to put down 2 more championships and we should be good. I'll do both. My brain is so tiny. I was looking for Ayasu and Azanaza, and I was like scrolling down, and I'm like, they both start with A. I'm definitely gonna forget stuff going into these. Like, I'm gonna definitely forget to set one of these to be like a championship match, so I'm gonna have to do my best to just double check them whenever we do them. What's going on, X? How you doing? That should be good. You know what? Actually, I want to swap someone out. I just realized because I had this match set up, and I was like, I kind of want to remove one of these people because two of the people are a tag team, and I was like, but I don't really have anyone to fit. But I just thought of someone that could fit, so I'm gonna put that. You got first on the video. Nice. Nice. I gotta upload another MPW video because I forgot last week on YouTube as well. That's a good reminder for me. No, I gotta upload another one today because I forgot last week's one, so I gotta do double. But we should be good to load up the first match. So if you guys want to bet some points, you know, have some fun, feel free. If you don't, of course, you can just sit back and relax. As always, if you guys can't hear the audio or if the audio is too loud, let me know. And then that should be 6. And I hope you guys enjoy. I'm excited to see where this goes. The starting match is going to really set the pace for the season for me. For the rest of the season for me. It's one of those matches that really that I think is going to be really important. I just opened up mod view. Oh, you know what? I told you I was going to forget something. Looking at this, I forgot to put the I forgot to put the golden opportunity on the line. So, I mean, it wouldn't have been the worst thing in the world, but I'm just gonna reset and mash through this. Gotta mash through all the entrances. I had a lot of shit come easy. Had to work hard, struggle just to be me. Had to rise up just so they could see me. Did what I had to do just to be me. And what is left over, I put towards my dreaming. Sorry, I can't. A little bit of spoilers of who might be in the match. If you guys know the theme songs well enough. But only thing in life worth leaving or something like that. Gotta put for believing. Oh, here. I'm like, what? And then I was stupid. Excellent. All right, this works for me. As long as it visually looks like the thing they're going to win, I don't care what it's connected to. It's like, this isn't connected to a championship that you have on your show. I'm like, I don't care. I so don't care. Oh, okay. You gonna learn some scripts real quick? Good luck, my friend. Have some fun. Sit back, relax, watch the visuals play out. As we're gonna get into this. Oh. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Masu Pro Wrestling presents Never Letting Go. I forgot to unmute the desktop audio. I'm gonna die. Okay, and then also I was pretty sure that it was gonna have the SmackDown logo, even though it's set to the MPW logo. So that's also something I need to change. Going through the growing pains. I wish there's a faster way to just spam through all these. I let a lot of shit come easy. Had to work hard, struggle just to be me. Had to rise up just so they could see me. Did what I had to do just to be me. I'm the pure blood, you're the hybrid. I hate changing, trying to push it, fight it. Stay steady and I've always been defiant. Up against the beast, yeah, I'm up against the giant. Now I'm coming for their heads, and I will die with no regrets. This is the come to an end. I say onward, and now the king is dead. If I don't enjoy what I'm doing, who is? You know what I mean? If I don't enjoy it, who's gonna? Where is he at? There you are, you beautiful. Okay. Now everything should be up. The audio's on, the logo's set, everything's good. Because I'm pretty sure that's what happened last time. I don't know why they don't automatically set the logo. All right, now let's get into it. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Masu Pro Wrestling presents Never Letting Go. I'm your host and sole commentator, Masu Pro Wrestlington. And tonight we are going to start off this historic event the same way we did last season, but a little bit reversed, a little bit mixed up. Instead of the idols, it will be the icons starting this season with that golden opportunity hanging above the ring, the brass ring looking to be collected by a handful of icons here tonight. And someone that has been waiting to grab that brass ring is definitely none other than former two-time Icon Division champion TheSleepyPengu, who just hasn't quite gotten that opportunity, hasn't quite gotten into that title contention, looking to get back in there, and this could be absolutely a perfect chance for him, especially when we look at the facts, the numbers, the statistics of Zarataro being one of the longest reigning, I believe the longest reigning MPW Icon Division champion of all time. Having an opportunity to cash in at any point, to declare a title opportunity at any point, anywhere in an MPW ring, that's an incredible advantage. And I think no one else understands that slightly as much as Gaelic Angel. He knows what it means to get this advantage, and he is looking to grab it. Last year in the icons, the icon that picked up the golden opportunity was none other than Garreth Unported, who is actually barred from the Icon Division Championship for the rest of the season. So unfortunately for him, we won't be seeing a two-time repeat golden opportunity winner, but we could see a former two-time openweight champion finally get that opportunity to grab an Icon Division Championship at his leisure. I know that Gaelic Angel is not going to be looking away at this opportunity lightly. He's going to be taking it quite seriously. The new look for Angel in Season 2, and it's a whole different style for Angel coming into this match. And of course, I mean, when I talk about these people that have been waiting for opportunities after opportunities after opportunities, they just keep coming, and this is exactly what I'm talking about. This is why this briefcase hanging above the ring is so important in this industry. It gives you that opportunity that you wouldn't have otherwise. That is why it's known as the golden opportunity. And FlairZero coming in straight from work, ready to put in the work, try to get that opportunity, because another really impressive talent that just gets put to the sidelines, doesn't get those championship matches. Unfortunately, not everyone can be a champion in MPW, a former openweight champion in his own right, currently in the tag team championship tournament with his wife, GlitchyBasturds. Team Technically Support picked up a win against Bear and Greg, one half of the coalition of humans against treachery. And now looking to maybe pick up an opportunity, an extra chance at a belt, maybe be the first ever dual champion in MPW history, be a tag champion, the first ever tag team champion, and also a Icon Division champion at the same time. It's to be seen, but if he can do it, I think Flair is definitely the one that can do it. I mean, Season 2 has been all sorts of wacky, wild, and weird, and I would say that FlairZero maybe looks the same kind of Flair, but I feel like he's got that drive in his head. He's got that mindset. He's got that grind set. I'm excited to see where Flair goes into this match. But of course, we're not done with stars coming in. Talking about opportunity slipping out of your grasp, Adur Potato was the first challenger to Zarataro's championship in his first ever one-on-one Icon Division championship match. Zarataro systematically took down Potato, and those dreams of being Icon Division champion, getting his first championship in the business, dashed and driven away. And now Potato, the stone dog of MPW, is going to climb up that 20-foot ladder and try and grab that briefcase, get both paws on that briefcase, and earn himself a shot at any point in time, that golden opportunity. This is an opportunity for so many people that don't get that chance, that opportunity. It's a hard word to say. That the word of the day is opportunity, at never letting go. And someone who would, once he gets onto that championship, he doesn't want to let go. I have my opinions as an unbiased commentator towards this man right here, but unfortunately, I'll keep my mouth shut as MerlinGTB, wanting to become a 3-time Icon Division champion, looking to get his shot at the gold once more. Last month at Realizing Redemption, MerlinGTB did not realize redemption against Zarataro in Zarataro's second defense. And now he's here to maybe get any advantage he can, any sneaky opportunity, because if you guys remember from last season, Garreth Unported did not only win the golden opportunity, he cashed in on TheSleepyPengu during a match with his partner at the time, his teacher, MerlinGTB, this man right here, and they systematically, or they basically turned it into a 2-on-1 match against the champion, allowing Garreth to pick up his first ever Icon Division championship. Merlin's going to be able to use, if he gets his hands on this briefcase, he's going to be able to use any underhanded tactics he wants going into his championship match. Which is why it's so dangerous for the champion to have a challenger with this. And I mean, whether it's ahead of time or whether it's out of nowhere, this man right here, this behemoth, this horse, this mastodon, Bonk, I mean, I wouldn't want to go against him fully knowing I'm going against Bonk. But now you're here, look at this man, his muscles ripping out of his jackets. Truly out of this world. A former openweight and Icon Division champion. Bonk, one of the more dominant champions we've seen in the past, looking to get a shot, an opportunity once more, get that championship back around his waist. And I mean, how do you become more dangerous than you already are? And Bonk's about to do it. If Bonk can get those hooves onto the briefcase, unhook the briefcase, and bring it down from that ladder. We will have to see, but it's really anyone's game. A 6-man, 6-icon ladder match for this golden opportunity. Only one person can go away with the prize here tonight. And I don't know what kind of strategy you come in, if you try to work together, if it's every man for himself. Do you try to form alliances knowing that you could be betrayed? I don't think anyone really has an advantage coming into this match. Other than, you know, you can look at the specific advantages, right? You look at Bonk, he's got that strength advantage. You look at Merlin, got that cunning advantage. You look at Angel. Angel's resilient, willing to put anything, risk anything on the line to get this win. So you never know. Sleepy, a tactical wrestler, could wear down his opponents to be able to climb up the ladder. Also, SleepyPengu, first ever ladder match winner in MPW history. Could we see another one? How do you pick a winner out of this 6? I seriously don't know. I'm not a betting man myself, but the only thing I know for certain is it's going to be a fantastic match, and whoever wins will send ripples into MPW history, because this person, this is not a #1 contendership. This isn't next week they're going to get a title match. This isn't a month from now they're going to get a title match. This is any point of their choosing at any time. They can cash in this briefcase for an opportunity mid-match, after the match, before the match, anytime. 3 months from now, 2 months from now, tonight, they could cash it in at any point. And now, as we get all 6 members in the ring, they're going to start picking up dance partners, and Bonk's already clearing the ring, and so is Flair, leaving Merlin and Angel in the ring by themselves. Back body drop by Potato on the outside. Sidewalk slam by Merlin in the ring. You don't want to take your eyes off. What the hell was that by SleepyPengu? You don't want to take your eyes off the screen. You might, if you blink, you might miss something. An inverted suplex by Sleepy to Flair. Off the ropes, misses it. Sleepy already slowly taking it to FlairZero, slowing it down on the outside as Bonk takes the knee, targeting the leg, a smart choice. You're going to need those legs to climb up the ladder, and Merlin's wasting no time looking to grab that ladder. The only way you can win this match is by climbing up the ladder and grabbing the briefcase. Merlin slid that ladder in, but unfortunately won't be able to use it. Inverted suplex by Angel. Angel all alone with Potato in the ring. Either one could take advantage and win the golden opportunity early if people aren't careful. Sleepy and Flair fighting outside, and a chop to the head as Bonk takes the Merlin. They got some history. Bumps him in the ring, and Angel off the ropes ducks by Potato. Double choke bomb. It looks like no, reversed by Angel. As Sleepy takes the armbar to Flair, and Merlin's getting sent back into the ring. Angel, the first one to grab the ladder in the ring and set it up. Angel's looking to maybe try to position himself favorably, and it looks like Bonk's going up the ladder, and so is Potato, and Merlin's trying to stop Bonk, and Angel looking to tip over both of them, but Merlin stops it. Potato is the only one up on the ladder. Samoan drop onto Bonk. I don't think Merlin really quite caught that, but he tries to knock Potato, and now Merlin's gonna meet him up there, and anyone here could just quickly grab that briefcase. These matches could go on forever or take forever. Oh my god. Looney Tunes logic with Potato as he waited. He was hoping no one would notice he was floating, but of course Angel did. Yakuza kick, I believe, by Merlin. Now Bonk's back up on the ladder, but Merlin's not going to allow it. Bonk pulling that briefcase up. If people aren't quick, Bonk's going to take it. If people are quick, Bonk's going to take it. And people are not quick. They left Bonk up there. And like I said, these matches can end in a flash or take forever, and it looks like Bonk will have the golden opportunity. And one of the fastest ladder matches I think we've seen. It's not a marathon, it's a sprint for Bonk. The resiliency of Bonk picking up that golden opportunity as we will move on to our next match of the night. That's fucking... That's how it always goes, man. That's how it always goes. Dude, I think what their downfall in this game is by lowering how many, like, times you have to win the minigame, because before it was, like, 10. Now it's, like, 5. Also, I love that the game... I do love that the game just deleted half of the matches. That's actually really interesting. We're gonna see if we can fix that. I don't know what they just did, but they just deleted half the matches. Yeah, this, they deleted... That's really annoying. They just deleted half the matches. Okay, we're gonna put it back. We're gonna make sure the rules are set. I mean, Bonk getting the championship, though, is very cool. Because he's a pretty dangerous person, so getting that chance, that could be pretty cool. I don't know if I have any ideas straight out the gate for him yet, but I think I could think of something. I'm not mad at Bonk winning, but I had to vote for my second favorite streamer, Sleepy. No, that's valid. Hey, but you're in luck. You're the only one who voted, and because I'm a nice guy, I like giving people their points back if they voted. If they're the only ones that voted, I like to give their points back. So you don't lose anything for that one. Because it's no fun if you bet stuff and there's nobody else to bet against. I'm excited to see Dobby versus Arataro. I feel like that one's going to be a very interesting match for the championship. Just because Dobby has very much been a dark horse going into everything. But now that we got the ladder match out of the way, let's get into our next singles match. I think all the matches here on out are singles matches, I think. Yeah. I was going to continue the tag tournament, but because we're in the semifinals, I kind of want to wait, stretch it out a bit so that we can get the finals on a PLE. All right, let's get into our next match. Ooh. Well, after that match, we're going to go into some one-on-one singles Idol Division contest. And coming out to start with us is Ayasu, 1/3 of the Shogunate with the current Idol Division champion, Rize. We know that this isn't going to be the first, or this isn't going to be the last time we see Ayasu on this episode, as I imagine that she's going to be following very closely behind the Panda Archon herself, the self-proclaimed Panda Archon herself, Rize, during their Idol Division Championship match against Usaino in our semi-main event tonight. But this singles match will be a little bit of a preview before in the tag tournament, before their match in the tag tournament, as Ayasu's going to go one-on-one against Blueness, an Idol Division contest. Ayasu and Azanaza, the Shogunate members for the tag tournament, have made it past the first round after losing their advantage coming in. And they'll be facing Blueness and BA Tycho in the next round, which, I mean, these two teams are going to be probably some of the most deadly teams on the roster right now. As we whittle down the tag tournament, we're going to find out who's going to be the most deadly tag team in the tournament. And I think that Blueness and BA Tycho, as well as Azanaza and Ayasu, they're going to be very, very dangerous, because they are those two teams, those two sets of teams are going to be they're going to be the most in tune, I think. The ones with the most chemistry, if you will. And as I say, as we settle down and move along in the tournament, we're going to find out. We're going to whittle down the best tag teams. And we're going to crown in the finals the first ever MPW Tag Team Champions. An exciting prospect and opportunity for someone. I know Blueness is going to want that championship around their waist. I believe that would be their first championship in the business, and brings home the championship with B.A. Tycho. You know, B.A. Tycho's good little soldier, a.k.a. Blueness, is going to do anything to try to bring home those titles with him. This is going to be a battle of the blues in the Blue Stadium. Feeling nothing but the blues, and Blueness with that double stomp. Blueness going to the second rope, the blue rope. Going for an elbow drop, but nobody's home as the powerhouse of the Shogunate, Ayasu, rolls out of the way. Doesn't capitalize off it, though. Sends into the corner. A reversal again, but capitalized by Blueness. Blueness, the former Ultimate Openweight Tournament winner, or the first ever Ultimate Openweight Tournament winner. Ayasu, a former Openweight champion. Both know how to get rough and ready for these matches. But it looks like it's all Blueness as they push her back into the corner. Now Blueness setting Ayasu up on the ropes, using the ropes for leverage, pulling the leg, trying to pull at the ligaments on the knee. Wear down the sense of gravity, spinning Ayasu down, Sayudo suplex. Just systematic right now. Systematic's also the word of the day, apparently. As Blueness, oh, no, Blueness once again gets Ayasu in the corner. Ayasu's got nowhere to go. Ayasu's got to try something to get some momentum, going for a moonsault reversal, but catches Ayasu rolling into the center of the ring with that second moonsault. Near fall for Blueness. Nearly taking it. I mean, is this what it's going to be like in the tag tournament between the Coalition versus the Shogunate? Blueness off the ropes. Blue Moon reversal clothesline. Ayasu not going down that easy. Now needs to work with this momentum to try and win the match. A hefty clothesline from Ayasu. But Blueness trying to get them back into the corner. No. This time holds on to the Irish whip. And a falling fist. Off the ropes, bumps him. And a Hurricane Rana from Blueness. It has been Blueness out the gate. Other than that reversal by Ayasu, it has been Blueness all here. And maybe that's just going to be commentator's curse. Looking for a stalling suplex by Ayasu. Rushing the blood straight to the vampire's head. Bouncing them into the corner, this time giving them a little bit taste of their own medicine. But Blueness is quickly out of it, and a drop kick to the temple. Ayasu back up to their feet, though. A drop kick doesn't knock down Blueness. And Blueness just going to keep carrying Ayasu into that corner. Their favorite place to go. And they're going to hook the leg on Ayasu. Was it enough? 2. Not quite yet. Stomp to the back. And Ayasu picking up a win here would get you a little bit of momentum. Flipping Blueness around. Ooh. Reversal by Blueness. Maybe looking for a roll-up, but a knee drop. Knee drop reversal by Ayasu. These two just back and forth now. Getting a win in the singles competition will be a great motivation booster going into their tag match. Giving them a little bit of momentum. German suplex! Blueness is back up, though! Should have stayed down, says Ayasu. And now a Sayudo suplex of her own, dropping Blueness on that sack of dimes she calls a neck. Or they call a neck, excuse me. Blueness fights out. Hurricane Rana into the corner. A dangerous position for Ayasu to be in as I say it. It's going down. We didn't see this before, but maybe we'll see it once in a blue moon. This time connects. Very close to the ropes, though. Hooks the leg. Referee not paying attention to the blatant foot in the ropes. The blatant foot in the ropes with the referee. Referee too busy looking at the shoulders down. And Ayasu, I mean, Blueness is going to take that. Blueness is going to say, raise my hand and say, make sure everybody knows that I picked up the win. I don't want there to be any uncertainty. But unfortunately, uncertainty will grow as we continue never letting go. Blueness, I mean, will that be the same ending in their tag match, or will it be a completely different story for the Shogunate? Well, we're going to move on to our first championship match of the night. The MPW Open Weight Championship will be defended by Garreth Unported by any member of any division randomly selected. We'll check that out next. What a good game. I mean, that's life too. That's so funny. And I'll never back down, 'cause I'm coming for you. 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 I remember the past real hazy. I was crazy. Some quick matches tonight, I feel like, so far, but that just means we're building up. I feel like the game just crashed. Nope. Okay. I keep playing with this Dragon Ball I have on my desk, and I keep dropping it. If you ever hear something fall, it's my Dragon Ball. It's this metal container that had candy in them. That looks like a Dragon Ball. Oh, championship on the line. Okay. Honestly, if they're fast matches, I can't complain, because I'm feeling the headache right now. I'm trying to stay. I'm drinking water, but I'm feeling the headache. So apologies if I'm not up to par with how I usually am. I also kind of want statistics for this match. There's a specific statistic I want to look at. Okay, let's get into it. I'm gonna double check, actually. I'm gonna double check this is a Falls Count Anywhere match. Because knowing me... Because knowing my luck, it's not. I love Gareth's new song. That's actually like a newer song dropped by NEFFEX, and I was like, this is so perfect for me. Do I have it set on the rules? Okay, it was set to a false count anywhere. I just know it sometimes doesn't like it. Now I'm going to unmute the desktop audio. Now we'll get into it officially. And now it's going to change it to not a false count anywhere match. This game is so fun. You wish it was easy to do on PlayStation. Yeah, I used to play it on Xbox. I used to play this on Xbox all the time. But the older games, obviously. And Wii. I used to play it on the Wii. Okay, SmackDown versus Raw on the Wii. Okay, let's get into it. Double checking that the desktop audio is unmuted. Okay, let's go. Whoop. It's time for the first of 3 MPW championships on the line. The Openweight Championship is defended against anybody randomly selected by both divisions, from both divisions, and it is held within Falls Count Anywhere match rules. Who will be challenging for Garreth Unported's Openweight Champion? And we are going to get some inter-division matchup here tonight. And if I'm Garreth, he's defended the championship once, but Garreth is staring down the longest reigning MPW Openweight Champion in history, looking to become a 2-time Openweight Champion, Tyranno Maximum. The Tyranno Maximum is the only Openweight Champion that has ever defended the title 3 consecutive times over 70 days. 30 days under 100, that's quick math. This might be the greatest challenge for Garreth Unported in his title defense against a veteran of the Openweight division in Tyranno Maximum. If Garreth wants to keep this title and keep his reign going, Garreth's got to go through one of the, if not the greatest Openweight champion we have ever had in their domain. I don't envy Garreth. The Openweight Championship is the only championship Garreth is eligible for other than the Tag Team Championships now. Garreth is not eligible for the Icon Division Championship for the rest of the season. If he loses this here, he's out of the running for the championship until he's randomly selected or if he earns a spot. Which, for the Openweight Championship, that's a very rare opportunity. A slim chance. So if Garreth wants to keep his title, he's gonna have to fight the hardest he's ever fought, and there he is. The MPW Openweight Champion, Garreth Unported. Garreth picked this title up last month at Realizing Redemption, realizing his own redemption, proving to everyone that he can still be a champion without the Icon Division Championship. Looking to keep a hold of that championship. The lone warrior, Garreth Unported, continuing his quest as the Openweight Champion, going up against Tyranno Maximum tonight at Never Letting Go. And we'll have to see. I mean, every champion coming into Never Letting Go is coming off of retention. They have retained the championship last month. Or, well, I guess Garreth didn't retain his championship last month, but in the last championship match, they retained the title. Can they do it again? It's very hard to hold on to a championship for that long. Retaining the title is the hardest thing you can do as a champion, but it truly etches your name in the history books of that championship. To not only get 1 defense with the Openweight Championship, but 2 is a feat not many have. And I'm going to tell you exactly how many have gotten that. The only other person other than Tyranno Maximum to retain... Tyranno Maximum retained it 3 times, but the only other person to retain it more than once was ShmeepsWorld. Meaning that Garreth would be in the upper echelon of Openweight champions that have defended the championship not once, but twice in a row. For Garreth, this is the World Championship. For Garreth, This is the Icon Division Championship. The Openweight Championship is the most important title to Garreth Unported. And I gotta say that, looking at Tyranno Maximum, this is their title as well. This is an important title to them. This is what put them on the map in MPW. Falls count anywhere, meaning that you can pin or submit your opponent anywhere inside the arena, whether in the ring or outside it. And weapons are not only allowed, but encouraged in this matchup. As Garreth gets a quick offense off early in a bulldog. Garreth nearly lost the title to Greg in his first defense. It was a very close fight. But fortunately for Garreth, he was able to pick up the win. Garreth beat Ayasu for the championship. Ayasu, we saw in the previous match, lose to Blueness. Snap mare to Ty. And now Garrett's going to follow Ty to the outside. Hurricane run into the stairs. Into the steel steps and onto the concrete floor. Like I said, all violence is allowed in the Openweight Championship matchup. I gotta stop saying matchup. Icon versus Idol Division. Right beside the French-Canadian commentators table. Pushing. Using his strength against Ty, and now a Fisherman Buster onto the concrete. And I don't want to kid you guys, that is concrete they're landing on, they're fighting on. That is not protective padding. That thin layer of padding is to protect scrapes and bruises, or I guess bumps and scrapes. Skywalker to Ty, hooks the leg in this corner, giving the front row seats a little bit of a show. 2 count for the champion, nearly retaining this early. Eyeing him up, high caliber, a short-sighted high caliber to Tyranno Maximum. 2, near fall again. This might have been, that nearly was the fastest defense we've ever seen in MPW history. Sending Ty into the barricade. Ty's already taken so much punishment from Garreth. Garreth is very impressive right now. Uranagi into the barricade. Made out of solid steel. Ty's gonna get them off of him. I think Ty might be bleeding. I don't even know. Ty looks already out of it. Diving DDT. Tornado DDT from Tyranno Maximum. And now looking to find something that might just even the odds for them. A kendo stick, a Singapore cane in hand. Tyranno Maximum just got pardoned by Garreth Unported. It's very rare we see that, but Garreth Unported in the most dominant openweight championship defense I think I have ever seen in my life. Absolutely no room for Tyranno Maximum. When I tell you that this is the most important championship to Garreth, I think he just proved it to us there. The third person to ever defend the Openweight Championship twice is Garreth Unported, defeating the longest reigning Openweight champion of all time. I mean, love him or hate him, that was an impressive victory for Garreth Unported. As we will move on, and will that be the same for all the other champions? We're going to be moving on to the Idol Division next. Will the title defenses continue for Rize and the Shogunate? Find out next. He cost Davi the first match against Merlin. That's so valid. He's a little bit of a dastardly dude. But Garreth, to give a little backstory or give a little refresher to anybody that maybe is new, doesn't know, Garreth and Merlin used to be partners together. Garreth recently in a War Games match, Garreth, Merlin, Draven, and Unchained fought B.A. Tycho, Greg, A Bear, and Blueness. the person that got the pin would no longer on Gareth's side, the team that got pinned, or the person that got pinned on that team, would no longer be valid for their world championship, so their Icon or the Idol Division championship. Gareth unfortunately got pinned by Blueness, I believe, and lost his opportunity to have any shot at the Icon Division championship for the rest of the season, leaving Emrys Morgana, his other partner, and Merlin seemingly to abandon him now that they have no more use for him. And now he is the openweight champion, which is the only championship he can have other than the tag titles. We're going to set up the next match. I got to do a little finagling because you're not technically supposed to be able to have the match that we just did, that kind of match, but we do it because we're cool like that. And now we're going to set up... I got to give Rize her title back because it likes to remove the titles. I don't know if that's saved. I got to double check. Alright, it did save. I don't care how good he is. I will never vote for him. Dobby could have won. Exactly. I mean, they're definitely dastardly. I don't necessarily think Gareth deserves anyone's forgiveness. For sure. Alright, here we go. And then that should be good. Right, I'll stand up and search. How's it going, T? You made it to catch some MPW? Yes, ma'am. How you doing, T? Ugh. Former openweight and Idol Division champion in the chat, TeaTheShiba. Ugh. I do need to stand up. I am trying to work out more, and I'm getting a little bit stiff and a little bit sore, so standing up is probably good for my bones. Ugh. And now we're going to get into the world titles, if you will. The Icon and the Idol Division championships, but reverse that. It's going to be the Idols first. I seriously do not know where the book with the tournament that they won is. I write everything. I write all my tournaments down on books, but I use like 14 different books, and by 14 I mean 2. I use 4 actually, but I don't remember. I think it's on this book, because this book has all of the championships. I recently went back and calculated all the champions. I also should write down. Oh, my pen's on the floor. My pen's on the floor. No, my pen. I gotta mark that Gareth retained. I'm happy that Gareth retained. I want Gareth to have a long run, so I can snatch it away from him one day. I'm just kidding. All right, let's get into it. Actually, we're not going to get into it. I got to set up the prediction, and then we'll get into it. But how's everybody's day going? You guys, we talk in between the matches, but if you guys want to chat, let me know. Like, just talk about your day, if you will, and we'll chat in between. Okay, now we can get into it. Let's get into it. From one championship match to another, the Idol Division Championship will be defended. Rize, the current champion, looking to defend her title against the #1 contender, the person that earned their spot in this match. The new and improved and a little bit more spooky than usual, MPW's own Bunny Bean, Usaino. Who Usaino really came out of nowhere in the Idol Division as of recently. I mean, Usaino's always been very, very impressive, very, very good, but just never quite getting that opportunity, never quite earning that spot to win the championship. The closest they've ever been was in the Elimination Chamber where Glitchy pinned them. They were the second survivor. I always talk about this. But Usaino is here one-on-one to get the Idol Division Championship against Rize. These two have a little bit of a checkered history. Neither really friends nor rivals, but they've had some bumps in the road down the way. Way back when, in Season 1, Rize and Yusaino were in one of the first Idol Division tag team matches where Rize would leave Yusaino in the match, leave it to a one-on-two against TeaTheShiba and ShmeepsWorld, and then they would also be one-on-one or facing each other opposite in the War Games team. Yusaino would be on the team with Draven, Shmeeps, and I genuinely don't remember the fourth person, against Glitchy T, Rize, and Minty. I think it's MamaInu, actually, was the fourth person. Yeah, MamaInu. But Yusaino faced down Rize in War Games on the winning team. And now sporting a completely new look for Yusaino, and a somewhat dominant streak. I mean, been going on a little bit of a win streak in the #1 Contenders tournament. Got a big win last month against Rocky at Realizing Redemption, I believe, if my memory serves me correct, which it very rarely does. But of course, this is not going to be any easy task for Yusaino, as Rize is very rarely ever alone when defending her championship. She will have the right and left hands of the Shogunate in her corner, trying to help retain that championship. Rize has retained the championship once before. Can she do it again? The self-proclaimed Panda Archon herself makes an appearance. And like I said just a few seconds earlier, not alone. Aza, Naza, and Ayasu closely behind the Shogunate. Can Rize retain? This has been the one thing Rize has been going after, pining for, is the Idol Division Championship. And now that she finally has it around her waist, she has aligned herself with 2 other members of the Idol Division to keep that championship fastened around her waist. An interesting thing to note, though, is outside of these championship matches, Rize isn't that dominant. Is it a fluke? Is her championship run a fluke? Or does she show up when it matters to defend this championship? A whole new Yusaino versus a whole new Rize. Season 2 just be like that for MPW. Yusaino still has a little bit of that pep in their step. Rize looking fierce, looking calculated, ready to defend her championship. Of course, this is going to be one-on-one singles match, meaning rope breaks are in effect, countouts are in effect, and of course the champion has championship advantage. The champion cannot lose the title if they lose or win the match via countout or disqualification. So if Rize loses by countout or disqualification, she will lose the match, but not the championship. I think that is a very important thing to keep in mind as we ring the bell to start it out. Crucifix driver right out of the gate by the Panda Archon, showing no time, no wait. Already aggressively manhandling Yusaino, but Yusaino's not going to stand there and take it. Snaps her down off the ropes and a drop kick, a sliding drop kick, straight to the side of the head. Gives her a little bit of a headache early on in this match with those big boots. Champion's back up. Grabbing a hold and a forearm straight to the jaw. Rocking Usaino back down. I truly don't know where it can go from here, because I would say maybe... I would maybe lean more to Rize, the champion, with the people in her corner being a little bit more dominant when it comes to these championship matches, but Usaino has been coming out and been a complete dark horse. Smack to the face, just disrespect to Usaino, showing no respect to from Rize. And a spine, oh no, power bomb off the ropes. Sit down power bomb by Rize. Usaino's been a little bit of a dark horse, picking up wins I wouldn't usually expect them to pick up, but they've been doing it quite well, as Azanaza the bunny blocking Usaino's path, flying forearm from the top. Kip up, Usaino's back up, but Rize gonna send them into the steel steps. And now this is where I was talking about earlier. Usaino's gonna want to pay attention. The 3 count, we're already at a 3 count. If that count hits 10 and Rize's outside the ring, she will lose the match, but not the title. So Usaino wants to make sure to get Rize back into the ring before that timer, and also get themselves back into the ring, because they can lose by count out. 6 count. Rize's going to make it back into the ring, and Usaino's back in. Sending Usaino into the corner. What could Rize be thinking? Tree of Woe. And just dumping Usaino onto their head. Goes for the cover, very close to the ropes, though. Kick out of 2 for Usaino. Gonna have to try something different if they want to be able to pick up their first ever championship in MPW, their first ever Idol Division championship as well. Rize's up, and Rize maybe looking for a moonsault, split-legged moonsault from Rize. Showing off a little bit to the crowd, knowing that Usaino's a little bit of a high flyer, trying to maybe get into the head. Back and forth already. And a DDT. Rize already looking to end it. Grabbing Usaino. Wrath of God. Collapsing Usaino to the canvas for the championship. Kick out by Usaino. Not quite there yet, and Rize already showing signs of frustration early on, which is not good. You don't want to let your emotions get the better of you. Power can be anger can be a great tool, but you don't want to let it control you. And a leg lariat back up top. Could we be seeing another flying forearm from the top rope? Ooh, flying fist, but Usaino had it scouted this time. And a stalling suplex, trying to slow down the pace of the match a little bit. Because if you can control the pace of the match, you control how much stamina you're using, and you're able to keep up the pace, but you don't want to get overwhelmed by your opponent. Usaino off the ropes, dropping the knee onto Rize. Rize in the corner, drop kick. Usaino had nowhere to go. And now Usaino looking to go up to the middle rope. And oh my God, a drop kick from the middle rope, a vicious drop kick. And of course, this is what I was talking about a little bit earlier, with having people in your corner. Ayasu name calling to Usaino, catching them off guard. But Usaino not letting it get to them. Chops and kicks, ducks under, spins them all the way around and in or off the ropes. Scooping them. Using their momentum against them to slam them back into the canvas. Rize once again bringing Usaino, or meeting Usaino out on the outside. Gonna use the dangers of the arena to their advantage, but also Usaino, those could quickly turn to you as they dance in front of the French-Canadian commentary table. DDT onto concrete, head meeting concrete. That could discombobulate you as Rize gets back up to a 5 count. Rize is going to make her way back into the ring. 6 count. Usaino's on one knee, but they're not ready to propose. Rize is going to get back outside of the ring to reset the count, sending Usaino into the ring, feeling maybe she can win it more easily on the inside. Usaino back up, though, looking a little wobbly on their feet, but 2 count. Oh, double stomp, leaping, double stomp. To Rize, the athleticism of Usaino, the hops of that bunny off the ropes, ducks under. Arm drag. And Usaino thinks maybe Rize is in the position. Kick out of 2 to be put away, but I don't think enough big damage has been done. DDT. Ooh, I thought for a second maybe another Wrath of God. I held my breath, but Rize decides to toss Usaino. Usaino's looking in a dangerous position. Looks like they may be out of it, and I called it. I summoned it into existence. Wrath of God into the corner. Head bouncing off the ropes, and it looks like the foot might be on the ropes. We might need to check out this referee, but I think maybe just the position of the camera was the problem. I don't think the foot was on the ropes that time. I think it was just the position of the camera, and Rize retains the Idol Division Championship. Could we go 3-0 for the champions tonight at Never Letting Go? Another dominant performance from our champion. This could be the strongest lineup of champions we've seen in MPW history. Rize retains for the 2nd time, looking to become the longest reigning Idol Division champion we've ever had. If my notes serve me well, and I think they do, there's only been one other Idol that has defended the championship twice, and that was Rocky. Can Rize beat the streak with one more defense? But until then, we're going to have to see the longest reigning Icon Division champion Zarataro go up against Dabi in Dabi's first ever Icon Division championship match. The champion's champion sweep right now. Champion sweep. My God. You're saving all your points to put on Dabi. If you guys want to potentially win big, vote against Dabi. Maybe you might win some, or you might lose some. So after this match, I'm gonna say oh, thank you guys for watching, but we still got 2 episodes to record, which is 8 more matches. So if you guys are interested in seeing more of this stuff, stick around. It's not the end when it's the end of this, but we got 8 more matches, 4 for each show. And I'll see you guys if you want to. But, of course, if you guys want to just stick around for the championship shows, that's all right. But, yeah, Rize is the only other idol to hold the championship for 2 defenses. I think Rize might become the longest reigning champion unless something happens in between then, because I think Rocky won the championship at a weird time, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Rocky won it week 42 of season 1 instead of at a pay-per-view, and then they lost it at the pay-per-view. So they held it for less days than they would have done if they held it for 2 consecutive pay-per-views. So Rize could become the longest reigning Idol Division champion in history. How's it going, Angel? Who needs to bathe? I don't know. Who needs to bathe when you can bathe in my glory? Exactly. All right, let's get into the last match of the Never Letting Go PLE, and then we're going to get into 2 shows after. But let's get into it. Oh. All right, it is time for the main event of the evening at MPW presents Never Letting Go 1-on-1 Icon Division Championship on the line. For the first time in his career, Dobby will be going 1-on-1 for the Icon Division Championship. And I gotta say, I mean, I talk about this guy a lot, but he is truly the dark horse in the Icon Division. I mean, you never really know what to expect from this guy with his unorthodox fighting style. Zarataro has been the most dominant Icon Division champion we've seen in history, retaining the championship, I believe, twice. The only champion in the Icon Division to retain the championship twice. Can Zarataro do it a 3rd time? Retained it against Merlin, retained it against Potato, won it from Bonk. Now going up against Dobby, and I mean, if I'm Dobby, I'm going to feel a ton of pressure coming into the... I'm going to feel a ton of stress and pressure coming into this match, seeing 2 of maybe the most dominant defenses we've ever seen in MPW history, with Garreth defending the Openweight Championship and now Rize defending the Idol Division Championship with a little bit of help from Ayasu. Now facing 1-on-1 with the longest reigning, most dominant champion we've had. I mean, if I'm Dobby, I just need to try not to get in my head, because you're going up against a real-life superhero in the hamster of Zarataro, former Openweight champion, now longest reigning Icon Division champion. This guy's career just doesn't stop going up in MPW. Already achieving basically anything and everything you can in MPW. Will we see a 3rd defense tonight, the first ever Icon Division champion to defend 3 times in consecutive championship matches, or will Dobby earn his first championship in MPW and his first Icon Division championship? Once again, we have to talk about the championship's advantage. Zarataro, if he loses by countout or disqualification, will lose the match, but not the title. That's something Dobby's got to keep in mind, but I can't imagine Zarataro's going to run or hide. No matter what, Zarataro's been a pretty honorable champion, and I don't think he needs cheap tricks to keep this championship around his waist. The only reason Dobby lost the Openweight Championship was due to some trickery from Emrys Morgana. If not, we could have maybe seen the first ever dual champion in MPW. That is what it's all about, folks. That is the biggest prize in the Icon Division wrestling industry. The biggest prize for the Icon Division. Dobby staring down his future across the ring for the first time ever against Zarataro in his first ever title reign. Or his first ever Icon Division title reign, I should say. How will this one end? Will it be 3-0 for the champions? Or will Dobby be the 1-2-1? Zarataro hands the championship over to the referee. Referee showing Dobby what it's all about, reminding him of what he's here for. And that is it, the Icon Division Championship. Dobby versus Zarataro, 1-on-1. And the bell has rung, and Zarataro straight out of the gate, wasting no time with a Tornado DDT. Something that I think Zarataro is very good at. Ooh, moonsault, springboard moonsault. Very good at is overwhelming his opponents with his immense speed and power off the ropes again. And it looks like it's Oh my god, little knee Hurricane Rana. And it's looking like that's exactly what's happening to Dabi right now. Another one, again from Zarataro. You'd think Zarataro thought this match was on a time limit belly to belly by Dabi. But if it comes to brutalizing someone, Dabi is pretty good at it. Swinging neckbreaker. Getting some offense on the champion, backing him up against the ropes. Fists and chops, like I said, the bare-knuckle brawler of Dabi versus the high flyer of Zarataro. Into the corner. Head first off the turnbuckle and busts Dabi open early. Winding up for a drop kick. Targeting that head. That blood is going to be dripping into Dabi's eyes. That's going to become a huge distraction for him. Hopefully he can keep track of it. What the hell was that even? Zarataro's pulling off things I didn't even know was possible with the human body. Zarataro once again going off the ropes. Ooh, what the heck was that? Snapmare, like, suplexed himself. That was pretty. Drop kick to Dabi. Zarataro, what is he going to do with Dabi all the way across the corner? Ham, thank you. Mam across the ring. From the Icon Division champion. This might be exactly like all the other ones. No, Dabi fights out of it. Clothesline. Dabi's picking up some speed now. Off the ropes. Back body drop. Dabi. Spine buster. Covers the champion. 2 count for Dabi. Dabi, gun stun! Gun stun from Dabi! And now biting the fingies of the hamster. That is not what you do with a hamster. The break his fingers chant echo around the arena. Ooh, Flapjack caught him with his own momentum. And Dabi's going to try and get some space on the outside, but I don't think Zarataro is going to be too far behind. Dabi taking the breather, but Zarataro cannonball over the top rope. Landing a little bit on his behind and a standing moonsault. Sometimes I mix them up. Flipping over DDT onto the floor. Doing more damage to that already damaged head from Dabi. Zarataro sending the challenger back into the ring. Over the top rope. Dabi, though, back up. Ooh! Both of them running at each other, but Dabi wins the exchange. Chops and punches again, lighting up Zarataro. This might be the most offense we've seen from a challenger to Zarataro. Busting him open this time. Zarataro's face gonna be as red as that scarf around his neck. Dabi giving Zarataro a little bit of taste of his own medicine. Final ignition in the corner to the champion. A little bit close to the ropes though, and the referee calls it expertly. Doesn't want Zarataro to lose the championship off a rope break. Going for maybe another final ignition. Reversed by Zarataro, and I think that Dabi's in trouble. Kaiju killer! Also really close to the ropes, though. Dabi might be out of it. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. No rope break, just a pure kick out. Holding on. Zarataro nearly defending the championship for the 3rd time. Going back up to the top rope. Could we see another one? Ham, thank you. Mam connects. In the center of the ring this time. Away from the ropes, and Zarataro defends the Icon Division Championship. And a hard-fought match by both competitors. Zarataro retains for the 3rd time, continuing the longest reigning Icon Division Championship title reign in our history. Zarataro is still your Icon Division champion. All champions going home with their titles fastened around their waists. Zarataro picking up a win. This was Masu Pro Wrestling Presents Never Letting Go. I'm Masu Pro Wrestlington, and we will see you guys on Thursday. That was a good match, though. You can't be upset at a good match. That was a good match. That one felt quick too, but it was a crazy match. Oh my gosh. What is this payout gonna look like? What is this payout gonna look like? 60K channel points awarded to 2 viewers. What is this payout gonna look like? That was a quick match, but it felt really good. Like I truly say I think Dobby might have done the most damage to Zarataro in any of the matches. Maybe Merlin did too. Potato did pretty good, but Potato kind of got washed in their match, which is why I'm like, I think Dobby kind of took it to them. Yeah, you're broke, but it's totally worth it. It was an exciting match. I thought there was a couple times there that I'm like, Dobby's gonna win this. Like, Dobby's gonna win. I actually truthfully thought that a couple times. Okay, we're gonna start loading up the next matches, set up the next show. Also, it was really funny during Rize's match. I don't know if you guys could tell, but I like stopped talking a couple times because I was like, Rize hasn't hit it yet, but Rize has another finisher. It's either a finisher or a signature. I can't remember. I think it's another finisher. But I was like, in my head, I was sitting there like, what the fuck is it called again? I'm like, I always forget it. I'm like, I fucking can't remember the name. And I was like, fuck. I was like scrolling through our DMs. I almost accidentally called Rize on Discord, which wouldn't have been bad, but it was just funny. I was like, fuck, what is the name? There are some names that I have trouble remembering. Like Ayasu and Azanaza's ones I have a little bit of a trouble remembering because they haven't hit many of them. I think Ayasu has only hit Seeing the Blues, and I think Azanaza has hit the DNA DDT. DNA DDT. Maybe it should be the DNA DDT. Yeah, you know what? That sounds better. DNA DDT. Instead of DNA DDT. DNA DDT. I wonder when they use it. This game has a funny way. This game has a funny way of like actually using finishers, because what was really cool was T had the Avalanche pedigree for a while. Like I just gave it to her one day because I was scrolling through. I think I was like working on something for a character, and then I saw, oh, Avalanche DDT. That's kind of crazy. Or not Avalanche DDT, Avalanche pedigree, which that's the pedigree, if you guys don't know, where T takes them to the top rope and pedigrees them from the top rope. I'm like, that's sick. I'm like, oh, I should put that on. Oh, I put it on T at Divisions, at the pay-per-view Divisions last season, because I'm like, T and Unchained are gonna have a match, and I want T to win the match with that in my head. I was like, I want that to happen. T didn't use it for the entire season. Final show, T uses it on Glitchy to win the championship, her first Idol Division championship, I should say. So I'm like, the game has a weird way of like storytelling. Like a weird way of storytelling. So I would keep your eyes open. We're gonna get back into the tag tournament as well, which is gonna be exciting. We're gonna get 2 more tag team matches. And then honestly, the matches that I set up for, like, after the pay-per-views are usually just to, like, get people that aren't on the stream onto the stream. If that makes sense. Like, I look at the pay-per-view and go, okay, who wasn't booked? Those guys are going to be in matches now. That's how I book it. Because I never really have ideas, unless I'm doing, like, a tournament or something. I never really have ideas for what to do after the pay-per-views, because everything I'm building up is to the pay-per-views. Which is maybe not necessarily the best strategy, but I like doing it. Nose boop is your favorite move that your wrestler does. That's the funny thing, too, is I don't... Team might have been... So when I first started doing this, when I first started doing it, I think T was one of the wrestlers that I went through and actually, like, added in every single individual move. For their moveset. I did that with Merlin. I think I did that with Unchained Merlin and T, I think, were my first 3 that I did the movesets for. And so I probably gave that to you, but I don't even, like, remember giving that to you. And then the fact that you use it so often is really funny. So I'm gonna have to, like, there's some, like, little moves that, like, are just transitional moves that I'm like, I'm gonna have to find, like, if we ever make, like, move to a new, like, WWE game ever, like, I'm gonna have to do so much work in figuring out where the fuck all these moves come from that we use. Or we can just be like, you know what, you guys learned new things, you know? Because you guys changed. But I'm just like... I'm just laughing because I'm like, I'm gonna have to do a lot of work if we change the game. Which I'm not necessarily against. Actually, I'm gonna double check. So with the tag tournament, I talked about this before, but I do the tag tournament matches outside of Universe Mode, and then I just simulate it in Universe Mode, just because it makes it easier to track tag teams. But sometimes, outside of Universe Mode, they like to screw with you a little bit. Because I forget to change the titles. Because I'll give people titles if they have titles, and then I forget to change them. So I'm like, I just gotta make sure that Ayasu does not have the Openweight Championship honor going in this tag match. Okay. Let's get into the next match of the night. Start off our second show. Because I think Unchained came out with with the old Icon Division Championship one time. All right. Let's get into it. Oh, I shouldn't say ho. I gotta load the match and then I gotta watch for this. But let's get into it. Ho. I'm taking shots at the enemy and want to take it to the top, leave a legacy and want to win. Okay. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Masu Pro Wrestling. I'm your host and sole commentator, Masu Pro Wrestlington, and we're coming off of MPW presents Never Letting Go. My brain just malfunctioned there for a second. Apologies. And we are going to be continuing the first ever MPW Tag Team Championship Tournament. Starting off will be the Shogunate. The members of the Shogunate, Ayasu and Azanaza. Ayasu coming off of a loss against Blueness, who will also be in the opposing team on Never Letting Go. A little bit of shenanigans. Seemed like maybe the foot was in the ropes, but we will see how they fare in this tournament. Falls count anywhere, anything goes. First fall to a finish, and these matches have been crazy. These two were part of the reason why this is falls count anywhere. The first match we ever had was an absolute bloodbath, and it is definitely due in part to these two. They knocked out the Fallen of UnchainedAwesome and Gaelic Angel, but they're going to have to go against one of the more dangerous teams, I would say. There was two halves of the coalition against coalition of humans against treachery, and this is the only half, the only two from the coalition that made it this far. It's BA Tycho and Blueness. These two, when they're together, they got a whole different personality. I mean, like, BA Tycho is usually all work, no play, but it seems like when BA Tycho teams up with his good little soldier Blueness, they're ready to have some fun, and we saw that in their last match. In the last tag team match they were in, where they beat Bonk and Dragthulu to move on in the tournament. Ayasu and Azanaza have already been in 2 tag team matches since the start of this tournament, as they had an advantage going into it. I believe Azanaza won that advantage going into this tournament, which allowed them to have basically 1 extra life, which they lost in the first round to the Fallen. But they kept themselves alive in that second match, the rematch with them. But now it's 1 fall to a finish. You get eliminated, you're out of the business. And BA Tycho, looking at those steel chairs, a very familiar and very favorite weapon of BA Tycho. And we'll see how they come into play as he slides them into the ring. And Ayasu slapping Blueness. Wanted to get a little bit more revenge from last on Saturday. DDT, and now Ayasu using the stairs against BA Tycho. And as BA Tycho's distracted, Azanaza tried to go for the win. Blueness rolling out. The powerhouses fight it out as the high flyers meet on the outside. Sucker punch after sucker punch from BA Tycho. The Mastodon Behemoth, as Azanaza puts Blueness against the French-Canadian commentators table. Trying to get Blueness in the way of BA Tycho as he big boy senton off the top rope to Ayasu and goes for the cover to move on, wanting to become the first ever tag team champions in MPW. And again with these strikes, these hammer fists, and a spinning head kick. BA Tycho coming down to break the pin on Blueness. I think BA Tycho was waiting for Blueness to kick out, said, I expect a little bit better from you. And a belly-to-belly just dumps Ayasu as 2-on-1, or Azanaza as 2-on-1. Starts to settle in, but Ayasu coming back out, getting some revenge on Blueness, but a reversal. And the coalition stand tall outside the French-Canadian commentators table. Saito suplex! Dropkick, but just barely whiffs it. Azanaza back up. Blueness with the stairs! Big boot from BA Tycho. The coalition seemed to be getting ahead. Spin kick. And a spinning back kick from Blueness. Sending Ayasu, separating them. Referee making sure the shoulders are down. Azanaza in trouble. Kick out. And Ayasu coming for the save a little bit late, but luckily her partner kicked out. German suplex. I was thinking maybe BA Tycho was going to give her one for her troubles, but going for a... Oh my god, the airplane spin! BA Tycho looking at dizzy. Azanaza with the airplane spin. The devastating airplane spin. Not Azanaza, Ayasu, I'm getting mixed up already. Ayasu getting hit with the airplane spin. Azanaza gets rolled up in a drop kick, or a double stomp. I mean, I guess it's a vertical drop kick. And Ayasu showing her strength. B.A. Tycho, though, the Mastodon, and Azanaza has Blutus rolled up. Kick out at one. Referee was a little bit in the way with B.A. Tycho. They nearly stole it. B.A. Tycho released German suplex to Azanaza. Going for the cover. Referee going to make sure the shoulders are down first. Ayasu, kick out at 0. Ooh, clothesline to B.A. Tycho. Nearly lobbing his head right off his shoulders. Blutus, Hurricane Rana. Now going to cover Azanaza as Ayasu is distracted. Sorry, I look at the person distracted and say their name. Elbow drop. B.A. Tycho back up. Double stomp from Blutus. Sending B.A. Tycho into the ring. This is the battle of the B's and the A's. Blutus and B.A. Tycho having Ayasu alone in the ring. Azanaza maybe looking for an equalizer. Doesn't quite know how to get it into the ring. Ooh, but Ayasu clothesline. Wasting no time picking him back up. Spins him around, drop kick. Ayasu, nobody's really manhandled B.A. Tycho like that before. And Ayasu is taking it to him. And now Ayasu on the top rope. Azanaza on the outside with the steel steps in tandem, striking their opponents. This is what I'm talking about. You're going to see more in-sync teams as we progress the tag team tournament. Ayasu enjoying her time in the ring. Super kick by Azanaza. Ayasu is going to make B.A. Tycho feel the blues as the referee expertly comes back into the ring. 2. Oh, the Shogunate narrowly taking it. Narrowly taking it. I don't know if Blutus would have been able to save B.A. Tycho from the pin if he didn't kick out. Float over a German suplex. Northern Lights fringe pin. Ayasu breaks it up. Azanaza leaning against the ropes, looking a little bit tired out, but Ayasu still seems to have some more in the tank. Up and over. I was gonna say off the ropes, up and over, and now it's Azanaza's turn to fight B.A. Tycho in the ring. And I don't know if that's a smart strategy. B.A. Tycho going outside, maybe looking for some more weapons of punishment. As Blutus meets Ayasu, bumps him. B.A. Tycho with a metal bat! A metal bat to Ayasu, the 2-on-1 assault from the Coalition. Got nowhere to go, underhooking a diving clothesline from Azanaza. Out of nowhere. Oh, kick to the head. Everybody's down except for Blutus. B.A. Tycho getting to his knee. B.A. Tycho back up. Power bomb spinning. Elevator bomb to Ayasu. B.A. Tycho goes for the cover again. This could be it for the Shogunate. 2, 3. And the Coalition overpowers the Shogunate. And the sound guy is just off, I guess. He's just taking the night off on his break. Blutus and B.A. Tycho moving on to the finals of the tag team tournament, looking to be the first ever MPW tag team champions in history, bringing it home to the Coalition as we will move on to singles idol division one-on-one contest next. I don't know if you guys heard me, but I whispered kick out. I whispered kick out as Ayasu got pinned. I wanted them to go further, to be honest. I love Blutus is like my favorite character, so I can't ever complain that Blutus is moving on. But I really like the Shogunate, so it's hard. It's hard to not root for them. It's hard not to want to see Azanaza and Ayasu standing behind Rize with the tag titles. You know, like it's not hard to want that. because you're amazing. Exactly. Ooh, 2 people voted on Azanaz and Ayasu, which means that you guys are going to lose that money. It's unfortunate that they lost their bonus so early, because that might have been a good thing to have later on. But I mean, it's cool how it happened. The only 2 teams are going to be the only other 2 teams that are left is Emrys Morgana and MPW versus GlitchyBasturds and FlairZero, which I believe is going to be next episode. So in a handful of matches it will happen, which will be a very interesting fight because MPW is massive, and so is Glitchy. Let's get into it. Oh. All right, moving on to the Idol Division 1-on-1 contest. Unfortunately for the fans, Draven was not present for Never Letting Go, but she will make an appearance here tonight. Draven was knocked out of the tag team tournament in the first round with her partner ShmeepsWorld against Emrys Morgana and MPW. But she's here to perform for singles competition as we are in, say it with me everybody, no man's land. You guys didn't say it with me? Come on, we're in no man's land. We're in that position where anybody could get an opportunity at any point, especially with a golden opportunity lingering around, with Bonk having it around his hooves. Draven was the first ever person to have the golden opportunity, and I believe the first person to cash it in. We could see Draven with a second golden opportunity chance later this season. We'll have to see when the idols get their opportunity. That'd be very interesting to see if Draven can pick up the win again. Draven had the shortest title reign, I believe, of any idol with that cash-in. Quickly losing it, but no matter win or lose, good or bad, no matter if the people you want to win, no matter if the people you want to lose don't lose, you know, it's going to be a good day with MintyClovers also absent from Never Letting Go. A former Idol Division champion. MintyClovers had a 70-day reign as Idol Division champion. MintyClovers actually won her first Idol Division championship at Never Letting Go in Season 1. We're going to see these two go one-on-one. Either of them could potentially earn another title shot against Rize. I mean, MintyClovers was the first #1 contender of the season, unable to pick up her first championship win of the season, as Rize got that opportunity added to the match with TeaTheShiba and was able to pick up the championship. Drop kick from Draven. I mean, Draven hasn't had a championship since... I like having these statistics. As we let the leg lock, Draven hasn't had a championship since MPW presents One More Time. I believe it was One More Time in Season 1, which was many moons ago. It's an even longer time with Minty. Minty goes up top and a drop kick connects to Draven. Booty poppin' moonsault connects as that mixture of teal, minty, green connects to teal, minty, blue. Another moonsault. This time, Draven had it scouted. I mean, ooh, MintyClovers going through the ropes and hits the clothesline! Very rarely do we see MintyClovers hit that clothesline, but it's always hype if we do. Standing shooting star press. We'll have to see if Draven continues the tag team run with ShmeepsWorld. Just because they're out of the tournament doesn't mean they don't ever want to challenge for that title again, but we'll have to see. I always see Draven more as a singles competitor, but teaming up with ShmeepsWorld, they're a pretty formidable opponent. Luthez Prez by Minty. They can be pretty formidable, and we haven't seen Minty dabble into the tag team division quite yet. Maybe there's something in the future for MintyClovers, but we'll have to see. Working over the arm of Draven. Trying to wear Draven down. I mean, that's the hardest part when you're facing someone like Draven, one of the most dominant idols in the division, is you got to wear her down. And wearing Draven down is not an easy task. She has the stamina of someone with a lot of stamina. The forearm to the temple and a standing shooting star press once again from MintyClovers. Minty's high fly offense right now working together. Her high speed offense, her high flying offense working very well against Draven right now. Flipping Draven around, but of course commentators curse. German suplex! Dropping Minty onto her neck. Draven does some of the best German suplexes in the business. Now targeting the legs, trying to cut off that high flying power of MintyClovers. Targeting the knees and legs. Going once again into that left leg of MintyClovers, really working it over. Gonna make sure everything Minty does is just slightly less effective in the corner. Drop kick to the back. Bouncing the chest off the turnbuckles. And now stomping a mud hole into MintyClovers. Big boy senton from the biggest boy in the idol division. And another one this time. MintyClovers gets the knees up. Clothesline takes Draven down, but back up. And now Minty out of the corner. Arm drag, kip up, and a drop kick. Expertly executed by MintyClovers. Sometimes it's very difficult to get out of those corner situations, and MintyClovers just executed a beautiful combination. But this time, Draven gets the knees up once again, scouting out that standing shooting star press. But MintyClovers rolling up. Draven, the former two-time champion, kick out at one. Minty lifting Draven up. Kicks and punches. And now Draven picking Minty up and dropping her on her knee like a disgruntled father. 2, kick out. Draven nearly taking it, and looks like she might take it here. Sound of Night! Right on the button, into the canvas. Sound of Night to MintyClovers. And I was talking about wearing down Draven, but MintyClovers may not have the biggest win streak, but when it comes to heart and tenacity, MintyClovers stands tall above the rest, holding her own right now. German suplex reversal. Minty is one of the hardest people to put away. Her win-loss record would make you surprised with how often she kicks out of very devastating moves. Inverted neckbreaker. Minty fighting out of Draven's strength, reversing the polarity. Now Minty picking her up. Fisherman Buster. Fisherman Brainbuster. Draven up against the ropes, but that's not where you want to be when you're up against someone like MintyClovers. Off the middle rope, Clover Cutter. MintyClovers hits the Clover Cutter on Draven to put her away. Kick out at 2, and Minty is shocked and stunned, but not letting it get away from her. Clothesline out of the... Oh my God! 2 times! It's over! It's over! 1, 2, no! Who kicks out of that clothesline? There's no way! The Texas Cloverfield! The Texas Cloverfield by MintyClovers! Submission hold locked in on Draven! She's got nowhere to go! We can see Draven tap right here! Flips her around, gets out of it. Draven back up to her feet. A little bit wobbly. Draven's gonna follow Minty to the outside. They are not done. Of course, they have to the count of 10 to get back into the match. Recently, we had our first ever double count out in MPW history. Will we see another one here tonight? Working over the legs again. Targeting that left leg of MintyClovers once again. Draven really working over it. Standing shooting star press this time on the floor. And Minty, oh my god, Fisherman Buster on the floor! On the floor to Draven! Draven scouting out that time on the shooting star press. Minty keeps going back to the well. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But that time, it got broke. 7 count. Minty's got to get back in the ring unless she wants to get counted out, and she does. Draven in the corner. Minty not letting her take her time off. MintyClovers working over the arm, trying to slow down the pace of the match a bit. Punch to the ribs by Draven. Fighting out of it. MintyClovers off through the ropes for a 3rd time. No, okay, we couldn't get it for the 3rd time. I nearly just arrived. Draven in the middle rope. Nothing gets me going like professional wrestling. Drop kick off the middle rope. Bouncing her head off every rung of the turnbuckle. And that just might have been the mistake Minty needed to finally put Draven away. Clover Cutter number 2! Clover Cutter number 2 from Minty. I think that was just enough for what Minty needed to pick up the win. MintyClovers. Hard-fought victory against Dancing with Draven. Today's gonna be a good day indeed for MintyClovers. Could this potentially be another win streak? MintyClovers is either on a losing streak or a winning streak. There's no in-between. Could this be another start for the win streak? And could we see MintyClovers in another Idol Division #1 contendership spot? We'll have to see as we will move on to the next match of the night. One step at a time, it's just how you make it. Let it go, let it go, it's taken. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I love that line. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Got your aspirations, aspiration. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good news, good food, getting circulation. Yeah, Minty has either has massive losing streaks or really good winning streaks, exactly. You want to have everyone standing next to each other? That would be great. Need an all-roster Royal Rumble? We kind of did have that. I mean, not now, I guess, because we didn't have the people. I think we might have more people than we need for a Royal Rumble now, so some people might be left out of the Royal Rumble. Because before we needed... So MeepsWorld was added, Barry was added, Masu Pro Wrestlington was added. I think we only had 3 people over. I guess we've added Ayasu Azanaza. We added any new people since Zarataro, I think, wasn't in the... maybe wasn't around for the Royal Rumble? He might have been. But yeah, you want to see... I would love to see everybody standing next to each other. Unfortunately, this game would not allow it. I would love a game. I would love a WWE game that could handle 30 people in the ring at once. Oh my god, it would be great. It could barely handle 4, so we're gonna take what we can get. We're gonna move on to our next match of the night. The semi-main event of the second show. Let's get into it. All right, it is time for some singles icon division action, and I roll my eyes at the sound of this entrance. UnchainedAwesome, unfortunately, makes his entrance here tonight. I mean, fortunately for the tag team aficionados, his team, unfortunately for Gaelic Angel, I shouldn't say, I shouldn't be mean, but luckily for the tag team aficionados, UnchainedAwesome has been eliminated from the tag team tournament by Azanaz and Ayasu, so he is now back to singles competition for a little bit until he wants to get back into that tag team opportunities to maybe get himself a tag team championship. A former 2-time Icon Division champion, though I don't know how that happened. And finally, someone I can get behind making his entrance, Tabby Cat. Another unorthodox underdog, but it's unfortunate. It's ironic they're an underdog, but they are a cat, Tabby Cat. We've seen this match a handful of times, and we've seen Tabby Cat come up on top. We've seen Unchained come up on top. This is about consistency, showing the bosses upstairs that, hey, just because we've done this before, maybe I've lost to this guy, maybe I've won to this guy, doesn't mean I'm not any worse than I was, right? If you can keep up the wins against someone, that shows that you have consistency. But if you keep losing, that might show that you're a consistent loser, and the boss upstairs might not give you those opportunities that you would like. Now, this is a 2-time Icon Division champion versus a former Openweight champion. Tabby Cat had a 25-day reign as Openweight champion, which doesn't seem like a lot, but if you think about it in your heads, Openweight champions have to defend the championships twice as many times as the world champions do. So, Tabby came in with 1 defense for the Openweight championship, which is not easy to do. There's a large minority, I don't know, of Openweight champions that never defended the title a single time. And of course, or I'm happy to say that Unchained gets sent into the corner early with a big chop from that paw, lighting up the chest of Chain as an unbiased smile crosses my head again, chopping the chest of Chain. I love to see it. And Tabby Cat with the cat-like reflexes, dancing around Chain. Scratching at the eyes of Chain. I mean, I'm not personally a cat person, but when it comes to right now, both of them colliding with drop kicks midair. When it comes to right now, I'm definitely a cat person. Spinning Chain around. Tabby Cat showing it to a former 2-time Icon Division champion. I believe he's a 2-time Icon Division champion. If only I had my notes in front of me. DDT! Diving DDT off the top rope. Yes, Unchained was for a short period. Super kick. 2-time Icon Division champion. Drop kick blocked by Chain. Unfortunately, love him or hate him, I can't deny he's pretty good at what he does. Leg lariat. Takes him down, that Muay Thai style. 3 months of Muay Thai never really left this guy. And kind of just made it his whole personality. Now, kicks to the ribs. Working over the arms, grabbing the paws of Tabby Cat, pulling at the toe beans. Pretty disrespectful thing. Something I would totally expect from a guy like Chain. Chain's back up, shotgun drop kick. And goes for the cover. Yes, I mean, kick out at 1. By Tabby Cat. Elbow drop. And the Paws of Fury landing directly on the schnoz of Unchained. Ooh, the overhead chops. Lighting Chain up. Back sidewalk slam, I guess, onto the knee. And Tabby Cat is going to use one of his 9 lives on Chain. Looking to maybe put him out of his misery early on, or put us out of our miseries, as Unchained unfortunately kicks out for Tabby Cat. Unchained weaseling his way to the outside of the ring, but Tabby Cat's going to follow him onto the apron. Ooh, misses a punch and is going to pay for it as Unchained is on the top rope. Moonsault, but nobody's home. And Tabby Cat just looks at him like, what were you thinking? Crashing and burning in front of the French-Canadian commentators table. That's why we call it high risk, high reward. Tabby Cat bringing Chain back into the ring. Tries to go for a drop toe hold. Flips him around. Back. Alley-oop to Chain. Looking to put the 2-time away. 1, 2, 3, and easily done by Tabby Cat. I'm sure the bosses upstairs are pleased with that one. Very, very, very strong showing from Tabby Cat. We saw Dobby get their opportunity at a Icon Division Championship. Is it Tabby's turn to get his first Icon Division Championship match? We'll have to see as the weeks progress, but we will move on to our main event of the night. He's biased against himself. Who's your best hater other than yourself, you know? Who's your best hater? That's my love tape. I might not be the best, I'd never break. I will not surrender. I am something, something. I was something in the something. How's it going, chat? You guys play Fortnite? I have never played Fortnite in the entirety of my life, and I kind of want to keep it that way. I don't have, like, a necessary, like, hatred for Fortnite. I just have lived my entire life not playing it. There we go. They really hate Money in the Banks in this game. Oh, this is... No. Oh my god, stop. For the love of Jesus, game. Okay. Bonk was the winner. They really hate Money in the Banks in this game a little bit. Trying to find a new duo because your duos kicked you out. Damn. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of I'm not a huge fan of competitive games, and I'm not a huge fan of like of Fortnite. I think it's cool, like I'd watch it, but I'm just not a Fortnite player. Ooh, a little bit of an underdog for Tabby Cat here. 6K channel points going to 2 viewers. All right, let's get into the last match of the second show, and then we're going to have 4 more matches after this. Ooh. It is time for the main event of the evening. And another member of the Icon Division that was unfortunately not on Saturday's show, Dragthulu. I know Dragthulu was itching for a shot at that golden opportunity. Unfortunately, he wasn't selected by the bosses upstairs. I mean, he is a former Iconovision champion already, so that doesn't, I guess, disqualify you, because Bonk was also a former Iconovision champion, and Bonk won. I mean, Dragthulu and Bonk, good friends. They were in the tag team tournament together. They lost, I think they lost to BA Tycho and Blueness. Yes, they lost to BA Tycho and Blueness in the first round. Unfortunately, unable to make it all the way, but Bonk seeming to have pursued through the loss of the tag division, and has now got a very big opportunity in the singles contest, sort of leaving Dragthulu in the dust, if you will. I know they're not one to abandon each other, but sort of leaving Dragthulu for greener pastures is Bonk. We'll have to see how this affects their personalities, their relationships with each other. We'll have to see. Former Iconovision and a former openweight champion. One of the longer reigning, I think Dragthulu was tied for the longest reigning title contention in Iconovision history, with Bonk actually as well, both having one defense under their belt, but that was completely taken away from them by Zarataro, who defended his championship 3 times. The only icon to defend it. Not only the only icon to defend it twice, but 3 times. And speaking of the man who won the golden opportunity and the friend of Dragthulu, tag team partner of Dragthulu, he's going up against one-on-one against the Mastodon with that golden opportunity. I don't care how dominant Zarataro has been as champion. I don't care if Zarataro beat this man for the championship. When Bonk has a shot at the championship at any point, that's a dangerous weapon. Now we'll have to see, though, is Bonk up on his game, or is he taking a little bit easy, feeling like, you know, maybe he doesn't have to try as much? I mean, you can see in the face of Dragthulu, he's thinking deeply about this, wanting to be able to prove himself that he could have earned that shot. He could have had that shot. And the golden opportunity, grabbing the throat of his friend. I mean, very aggressive straight out the gate from Dragthulu, across arm breaker. Grabbing the big, meaty arms of Bonk. I mean, these two, they're friends. They after work, they go grab a beer together, you know, hang out. But when it comes to being in the ring, it's all business. Every man for himself in this business. You can't take it the easy way route. You can't go easy on each other, because if you do, one of them's going to take it and going to leave you in the dust. German suplex. Picks him back up for a clothesline. Flipping him complete 180. Big boot rolls through, though. And a spinning Uranagi. Black hole slam by Dragthulu. Of course, these two are not going to show give each other any inch, show any weakness to each other, because that would be the most disrespectful thing you can do to your friend. Knee strike to the face. And now we're going to find out the answer to why Bonk's face is so long. That's a terrible joke. I'm sorry. I tried to find something there. Chop from Bonk. And a butterfly takeover. Goes to cover Dragthulu. Kick out of 1. Bonk can hold onto that briefcase for as long as he wants. The only issue, or the only time he will be losing that briefcase is, of course, if he's fired, you know, suspended, etc., so forth. Or if he doesn't use it by the time the year comes around for the next golden opportunity for the Icon division. So you better use it when you have it, but you have enough time to sort of pick and choose when you want to use it. You have about a full season, maybe even more. Northern Lights suplex to the floor to pick and choose the perfect opportunity to cash in your golden opportunity. Kip up. Ooh, clothesline reversal catches him and reversed again. Both these two just know each other so well. Not giving each other any sort of advantage. Sends Bonk into the barricade. And this is why these two are your main event tonight. Suplex? No. Setting Bonk up onto it and then running the knee to the temple. 6 count. They have 4 seconds to get back into the ring, and both of them make it back. Bonk spinning Dragthulu around. Dragthulu reversal. Trying to strike the knees again, but countered by Bonk. Back and forth, these two. Whoever could get the advantage could be really good. Black hole slam could be in a really good position. And I think that just might have been what Dragthulu needed. Big stiff kick to the chest. Dragthulu feeling himself a little bit, but using that opportunity to gloat and show off to the crowd might have costed him his momentum as Bonk's in the corner. Back elbow. And rubbing the boot on the face. From the other side, big boot. And that boot driving into the head of Dragthulu just busted him wide open. Stomping the fingies of Dragthulu. But not letting up the phalanges, all the nerve endings being stomped. The tiny bones in the hands could be broken, dislocated. So many difficulties could happen with your hands when they're getting stomped out by a horse. Bonk thought he had it. Dragthulu kicked at it too. Beam Clash! Beam Clash by Bonk, sponsored by Sparking Zero, coming out October 11th. Just kidding, not sponsored at all, but go buy that game anyways. The kick out from Dragthulu as he's back up, coming over for another cross arm breaker, looking to try and get his friend to tap. Try to tap out Bonk. I mean, that might be a strategy. If you can't pin him, tap him. Wear down Bonk, ducks under, jumps over, bumps him. Not enough for a suplex, so he just drops him onto the canvas. Bonk painting the canvas with Dragthulu's blood elbow drop. As Bonk Fisherman suplex. And another fancy elbow drop. Putting a little sauce on it. And a punch to the side of the ear. Getting him cauliflower ear. In the corner. Bonk, no! Dragthulu gets out of it. Bonk flips Dragthulu around. Combo. Get a little bit of the palm strikes in there. Woo! And another beam clash. Caught it, though. He countered it. Feeling himself. Kicks him away. Dragthulu. An impressive counter. Showing no stress. Abyssal Tombstone reversal, though. As I said, showing no stress. Bonk with the reversal. That quick knee strike catching him off guard, disorienting Dragthulu. Rolls over Dragthulu for the pin. 1, 2, 3, and just wears Dragthulu down. Putting the locker room on notice, putting Zarataro on notice that he's got the golden opportunity and he could do just that to any champion in MPW at any point. Bonk is a dangerous, dangerous horse. Thank you guys so much for watching Masu Pro Wrestling. We will see you guys next week. I was Masu Pro Wrestlington. See you guys then. We're still not done, actually. We got one more show. Ready to go, yeah, I'm in up. The game is actually going to be so good. Yes, it's going to be so good. I'm going to play a shit ton of it. Oh, it comes out after my birthday, too, so... You know. If anybody wants to give me birthday money... Oh, man. I've been waiting for Sparking Zero forever, my dude. I've been waiting for it forever. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. They just announced GT, too. Oh, baby, they're feeding families. We got baby Vegeta, and I'm not talking about a child. We got Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Oh, it's feeding families. I'm families, bro. I'm being fed. I'm so hyped. So hyped. Ready to go, yeah, I'm in up. I'm going to set up the matches, and then I'm going to go to the bathroom, because I don't know if I can sit through a tag match while needing to pee. Just saying. I'm excited to see... I'm excited to see this tag match. This is the tag match I've been most excited to see. Go piss, girl. I will, girl. I put in notes. I have a match because I was like, okay, we'll need to figure out like who I need to book and stuff. And I put down in my list a match with Rize in it, right? And I put in parentheses, if Rize is still the champ, make it the main event. I need to actually, you know what? No. We're not going to put Rize in the match. We're going to put Azanaza in the match, because I feel like Azanaza has not had a lot of singles matches. So I think I'm going to put Azanaza in the match, because I don't think they've really had a lot of matches by themselves. I think I'm neglecting them a little bit, because I always think like, oh, Azanaza's in the tag tournament, you know? So... Because I gave Ayasu a singles match, and Ayasu was the openweight champion for a while, so I want to be able for them to both have a little bit going on for themselves. We're gonna have a classic feud match that we've seen a handful of times, and it's never a bad match, I gotta say. And then, as much as I want to see BA Tycho versus Rize with Emrys Morgana in her corner, I think we're not going to do that game, but thank you for the suggestion. Like, what a weird thing. And then I had another match set up, but I actually swapped things around, so now everything's trickling down. I think we're going to do... We'll do this. We'll just swap them around. Okay. I gotta go to the bathroom real quick. BRB. We're all watching T, rip. Well, support my friends, I suppose, but... I mean... Wait, so what? It said that again! It said it again!
I didn't see it this time.
100%.
Unless which corner of the screen is it in?
Bottom left.
Oh, my taskbar is covering my bottom left.
It said something about So My Death. Gonna make some dang babies. They're gonna become butchers, hopefully, so I can sell my pork chops. Gonna make some babies. D-Racial is back. Everyone, look over there. It's him. He's back. This is a UnchainedAwesome news special report. exclusive, multiracial has made his return. After a career-ending injury that we thought... And I'm not even joking, I'm gonna end stream if they make me fucking pay because of this dumbass fucking tutorial. Oh my god, dude. I'm so mad. They're gonna make... Fuck you! Canadian learns about the American health system. And that was that clip. I might one day go back to that Rune Factory. We didn't really technically beat it. And I did a lot of off-stream grinding, but we just never went back. Maybe we'll finish that off when we finish SMT. We'll start that as the next game or something. We also have, what is it called? Why am I silly? What is it called? We also have Story of Seasons that we played one stream of. American Legends about American Legends. You're gonna head out. You're gonna go and head out. But this was great stream. Bye. Thank you for hanging out with us, Connor and / Dabby. I'm sorry that you didn't get your championship, but you put on a pretty hell of a match. Probably match of the night, if I'd have to say. For me, at least. Other than maybe Minty versus Draven, but I was just hyped that Minty hit the clothesline twice. That was literally all I cared about. And I'll fall apart and go wrong. And you can't move on. Damn, you just gotta stay strong. I know that it sucks and it hurts. It's like you've been cursed by the world at its worst. I'm sorry. I know you can't see it, but maybe all these things happen for a reason. So stay strong and push through it. Your willpower is everything you got. Don't lose it. And one day things will get better. You just gotta get through the stormy weather. Why do bad things happen to the best? If it seems like it should be something. Or it might be. Their spirits get. They just might be angels here as guests, teaching us to be our best when everything takes at the seams. And it feels like you're losing belief. Damn it, you just gotta stay strong when all falls apart and goes wrong. You started SMT5? Nice. I don't know if you have a VODs channel, Rize, but I'd be down to watch that in like 10 years when I get the game and play it. Okay, I'm gonna load up the tag match. Hello everybody and welcome back to Masu Pro Wrestling. I'm your host and sole commentator, Masu Pro Wrestlington, and we are here to kick off the show, continuing MPW's first ever tag team tournament for their first ever tag team championship. We are in the semi-finals. Team Technically Support, GlitchyBasturds and FlairZero are going to go 2-on-2 against La Primera, the team of Emrys Morgana and the MintyClovers. To get to this point, Team Technically Support had to take on Greg and a Bear to move on to the semi-finals, and I think this will be their toughest fight yet. MintyClovers is a force to be reckoned with, and with Morgana leading the helm, this is going to be a very, very tough-fought fight for the lovely couple of Team Technically Support, looking to grab that first ever tag titles and go up against the coalition of humans against treachery. BA, Tycho, and Blueness are already in the finals. And FlairZero and Glitchy meet them there. As their opponents make their way to the ring. Empress Morgana with that green mist, the green magic stone in her hand used. The green mist used to summon, and I think maybe even power up MeepsWorld, the new and improved MeepsWorld. A much more monstrous, a much more animalistic MeepsWorld. It was hard to believe that MeepsWorld could get any more intimidating, any more threatening, but somehow, someway, Empress Morgana has gone through and revamped MeepsWorld from the ground up, it looks like. Completely changing her. There was once a bit of humanity, at least I saw, in MeepsWorld, and now it seems like she is nothing but an uncaged animal on the leash of Empress Morgana. Empress Morgana looking to be the first tag team champions in MPW history. They beat ShmeepsWorld and DancingWithDraven to make it this far. Due in help with this new behemoth of MeepsWorld. Empress Morgana's creation. I'm not a betting man, but if I say, you know, it's hard to bet against someone like MeepsWorld, they have to be one of the most dangerous teams in the tournament. But I would not count out GlitchyBasturds and FlairZero for a second. As you can see, MeepsWorld standing the same height as Glitchy with those bionic contraptions. Sending MeepsWorld in the corner, clothesline from Flair. And Glitchy taking it to Empress. Team technically support starting it off hot. And a big boy senton from MeepsWorld. Empress Morgana isn't someone to snuff with either. I've talked about how MeepsWorld is a very dangerous opponent, but Empress Morgana can tap out her opponent at any point with the hemlock and other submission moves that she has in her arsenal. FlairZero, butterfly rib breaker. As the two behemoths battle it out, Empress Morgana mounts FlairZero. And I know his wife's not going to take too kindly to that. Clothesline caught into a standing Spanish fly by MeepsWorld. Senton missed. Step up Inzaguri doesn't knock down MeepsWorld. And a running soccer kick straight to the noggin of FlairZero. MeepsWorld going up top. And what is MeepsWorld thinking as Empress comes all the way around? I think MeepsWorld was planning something, but Empress runs around the front of the French-Canadian commentators table. Speaking of tables, FlairZero's got one. Will that come into play as Empress pins Glitchy on the other side of the ring? 0 count. MeepsWorld suplex onto the floor. And a spinning back kick. And now everybody is in the same area. Everybody's caught up. Diving clothesline to Glitchy and a elevated choke bomb. Hurricane Rana to the unprotected concrete to Empress Morgana. Double stomp. I keep calling it a drop kick. Done that for like 3 episodes in a row. Double stomp by Flair with those rusty boots and a head bouncing off. MeepsWorld bouncing Glitchy's head off the steel steps. Flair's not going to take too kindly to that, but a big boot lands him onto the table he brought out. Kick out of 1. Glitchy's back up. Drop kick to the back, but Empress rolls through it. Flair sends MeepsWorld back into the ring. BeepsWorld and Flair all alone on elevated spinebuster. I called it a choke bomb earlier, but I was incredibly wrong. Emrys gets sent into the steel steps, and a ladder is brought out. Ooh, maybe maybe BeepsWorld wants people to see at her eye level, but got drop kicked back to her. Now 2-on-1, team technically support. Taken into Emrys suplex onto the table and the floor. Glitchy going around to BeepsWorld as BeepsWorld grabs a second table from under the ring. What is BeepsWorld thinking? Trying to block off Glitchy to the other side. Setting up a table on the apron and the ladder on the apron and the French Canadian commentators table. I don't know what BeepsWorld could be thinking. Spinning! Oh my god, natural one! Natural one on the outside to Glitchy from Beepsworld. Those bionic enhancements with that clothesline. But Boston Crab by Flair trying to flip over the submission specialist. And Beepsworld's trying to go for the cover, but the referee's distracted by the submission hold. Emrys can tap. Emrys is trapped in the center of the ring. Nowhere to go. There are no rope breaks. And BeepsWorld lets go of the pinfall, and Emrys Morgana rolls up FlairZero, can take it, kick out at 1. Sending Glitchy into the ladder. Trying to pull Glitchy on top. What is BeepsWorld planning with this ladder? Steel chair in hand, and now Glitchy's gonna set up BeepsWorld. What are these two planning? What is Glitchy doing? Glitchy off the apron through the ladder! Glitchy collapsing the ladder between her. Collapsing BeepsWorld between her and the ladder. Below Zero as well in the ring. Team technically support moving on. No, kick out of 2. Nearly moving on. Glitchy's favorite weapon tantalizing her this whole match. The steel steps this time getting knocked out of her hands though. And now the skull end connects. Submission hold just choking out Glitchy. Flair breaks it up though, saving his partner. Sidewalk or back body drop. Trying to think of the word. They are wasting no time and pulling as many weapons out as possible. Sledgehammer to Glitchy. The French Canadian commentators are standing up in their stairs. Their chairs. Stairs and chairs. BeepsWorld turned around for a second. That hesitation will cost her as Flair grabs her. Swing and a miss. Glitchy. Neck breaker. Bouncing, hanging BeepsWorld over the top rope. And now BeepsWorld's been taking a lot of punishment. Could that be it? Kick out of 2. Glitchy taking a little bit of a stroll, trying to catch her breath as Emrys with the sledgehammer to the gut, making all that air evacuate the lungs. Flair gets distracted by the pinfall kick out at 0 by Glitchy. Choke bomb! Choke toss! A single-handed choke toss. 2, kick out at 2 for Flair. Glitchy maybe could have saved it at the 2.9 count, but it was a real close call. Knocking the chair out of her hands. Into the corner, no, Glitchy barely sliding out of it. Dropping the back of her head on her knee. BeepsWorld putting the chair back where she found it. Hemlock applied! Hemlock applied! FlairZero! Glitchy's out cold on the outside. Hemlock! FlairZero could tap! FlairZero is in the exact same position Emrys was in just a little bit earlier. He's got no partner for him. Oh, barely. Barely getting through. FlairZero holding on for team technically support. Suplex. Soup. Below Zero to Emrys. Emrys might be out. Team technically support. BeepsWorld out on the outside. No, 2 count. Kick out again. What is it gonna take? Emrys rolling up Flair. Glitchy though, paying attention. BeepsWorld going to the middle ropes, but Flair expertly rolling out of the ring. The 2-on-1, big boot. Busting, Glitchy open. 1, 2, is that enough? No, kick out at 2. So many near falls. This could be anybody's match. Once again, grabbing the steel chair. Clothesline hooks her down, landing on the chair. Glitchy taking it over, up and over. Is Flair looking to set up another ladder? So that's 3 ladders this match. FlairZero saw what Glitchy did earlier and thought, hey, maybe we should do that. A combo breaker! Combo breaker to MPW. MPW's back up. Oh god, MPW powerbomb to Flair. Oh no! Through the FlairZero through the ladder. Glitchy's being caught in a submissional to leg lock by Emrys Morgana on the outside. This could be it. Glitchy could tap. Both teams had a member put through a ladder. Double-handed choke bomb. Glitchy maybe going for a bear hug, flipped over by Emrys. What is MPW looking for here? I'm not quite sure. MPW might be malfunctioning. After getting put through a ladder, that's going to do that to you. Sledgehammer! Flair driving the sledgehammer into the legs of MPW as we try to get an aerial shot of this Uranagi! The most vicious Uranagi I think I've ever seen onto the floor. MPW going back up? No. MPW just circling Flair. I think Emrys is getting fed up. Maybe was going to go help MPW, but instead grabs the chair and bashes it against Glitchy's head. MPW following Flair. Flair going to try and help out his partner. MPW right behind. Seattle suplex flips over by Flair. Bulldog onto the chair. Bulldog onto the chair, onto the floor. Busting MPW wide open. Sending Emrys into the ring and Glitchy into the post. This is one big move away from a chance at a championship, to be in the championship match. FlairZero below 0, no! Emrys reverses it into the corner, running clothesline, the natural one by MPW to Glitchy on the outside. Oh, the natural one! Emrys Morgana and MPW are going to the finals against Blueness and BA Tycho. These two could be your first ever MPW Tag Team Champions. Two wins in a row. Can they make it third against BA Tycho and Blueness? That match will be intense, but that match, this was our opening match as we will move on to the second match of the night. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Dude, that was great. That was a crazy match. 2 ladder spots is insane in a not ladder match. I love, so we have like subtitles for the stream now, and I'm just looking at the subtitles and like none of what I said is intelligible on the subtitles. Probably because I'm screaming. Gotta love closed captioning, exactly. But, you know, it's better than nothing, I guess. I think Flair was looking at a better one. I have to look into that too. All right, let's get into the second match of the night. Second match of the last show, I should say. This match is going to be a good old classic one. Alright, let's get into it. I don't know how you follow up a match like that, but we're going to do one-on-one singles idol division contest. TeaTheShiba, unfortunately, absent from Never Letting Go on last Saturday's PLE. Or 2 Saturdays ago, I guess, at this point. TeaTheShiba, the former Idol Division champion before Rize. Former Openweight champion, looking to go one-on-one tonight. And maybe, just maybe, earn herself another shot. We saw Minty pick up a win last week. Can we see T pick up a win? Maybe get another three-way with Minty, Rize, and T for the championship. Going one-on-one. We've seen this match many times before. And I gotta say, I never tire from seeing a good old-fashioned family feud. TeaTheShiba is going to go one-on-one tonight against none other than her mama herself, MamaInu. TeaTheShiba's mama about to teach this youngin' some lessons in the ring. MamaInu had a little bit of a streak in Season 1, being in, I'm pretty sure, almost, if not every single premium live event. It's a shame that she wasn't on 2 Saturday ago's Never Letting Go PLE, but she is here to go one-on-one against TeaTheShiba. MamaInu has unfortunately not been able to pick up any championships in MPW. And I mean, she's definitely going to be looking for that at some point in her career. No wrestler wants to go their career without getting some accolades. And I mean, MamaInu's been doing this for a long time and is really a veteran of the industry at this point. So it's only a matter of time before we see her with a championship around her waist, whether that be the openweight, the icon division, or the tag titles. Maybe even bringing out a different breed, the tag team that she had with her own daughter, TeaTheShiba, her opponent tonight, in the double eliminator random selector tournament. They nearly went all the way. They could be a very dominant tag team in the division. TeaTheShiba out the gate, but of course, it's a lesson to be learned. Don't run out of your opponent unless you have a strategy. MamaInu about to pull out some discipline for the TeaTheShiba. Us at MPW do not support family violence. We do, however, find it extremely entertaining. Elbow drop. And just falls on her daughter. Near fall for T. I mean, maybe T's taking it slow early, but a 2 count this early into the match may bode disasters for TeaTheShiba. Booty popping moonsault. T's back on her feet. I mean, you can't be more proud, a more proud mother than you are when you see TeaTheShiba, your daughter, who's won both championships in MPW. You can't be any more proud. You know, even though you haven't won, you feel like those wins are also a little bit your own as well. Elbow drop as you raised her. TeaTheShiba gonna try and roll out to the outside, but MamaInu, she ain't no fool, but maybe she got fooled by TeaTheShiba as she dives to the outside, but nobody was home. TeaTheShiba standing on the apron. MamaInu saying, come get me. Double axe handle as T gets back into the ring this time. He's saying, come on, I know you got better than this. 2 count. T's gonna, MamaInu's making her come out to her, making her play her game. German suplex. You know, there's a little bit of doubt in your mind when you have to fight your own family, but it doesn't seem like T has that problem as she boops the schnoot of MamaInu on the outside. And now balancing her onto the barricade, just bouncing her off of it. TeaTheShiba deadlift powerbomb. Flips MamaInu over, knee strike with the wrapped knee right on the heart. 5 count. We don't want to see a count out here. TeaTheShiba going up top. Could we see it get a little bit twisty? Twisted T, nobody's home. Big boot from MamaInu. She said, "You're really going to catch me with that, old one?" MamaInu getting up top. What could she be thinking? Elbow drop, a classic from MamaInu. Kicks T off, kip up. Or T kicks her off, kip up, and lighten her mama up. Judo toss. And a furious fist to the temple. Right on the cheek. Oh, right on the ear. Hitting your ear can discombobulate you. Make it harder for you to focus and figure out where you are. Your circadian rhythm, I don't think that has anything to do with anything. She's not going to be able to sleep. TeaTheShiba, what could I mean, we say don't pull your punches, but this might be a little bit drastic for TeaTheShiba. Maybe looking for the avalanche pedigree, but MamaInu sending her daughter to the floor. Splash from the middle rope. T should have thought against that. Going for the avalanche could have cost her the match. MamaInu back up, spinning T around and back to her old tricks. T's gonna need to see a chiropractor after this. 1, 2, kick out. T's back out and in it once again. Getting that shoulder up. Kip up. MamaInu, ooh, almost went for that super kick. "Sorry, I love you," she says, with that super kick to the chin. I think that might be it, but MamaInu, is this hubris or does she think she doesn't have it? We'll have to see. I mean, T's getting back up to her feet. But that could have been her opportunity. Hurricane Rana off the middle rope. T getting another opportunity. Float over, German suplex, Northern Lights pin. Kick out at 1, or bridge pin, I guess, not necessarily Northern Lights. Now stepping, ooh, damaging the elbow. That could dislocate your elbow. Now working on the other one. Booty popping moonsault by TeaTheShiba. Picking her up one more time. TeaTheShiba, forearm. Clothesline, picking up a little bit of speed. T's going back up top. We saw her up here earlier and it didn't work out for her. Will it work out this time? Connects with the Twisted T. But she doesn't think that's enough. Booty popping moonsault. Hooks the leg this time. Shoulders down. 2, kick out. One more time for good measure. This time, MamaInu rolls out, barely escaping it. Cross body. Just flinging herself like a cannonball into T. Going up top, but T is also getting up. Only to one knee. MamaInu crossbody again. Hooks the leg this time. Does she have one over on her daughter? 2, kick out of 2. This is only our second match, and these matches just keep getting better from here. TeaTheShiba sweep the leg. This time, eyeing her mom like a rare steak. Pedigree. Plants her. And MamaInu might just be out of it. Pulling her away from the ropes. Wants to make sure no rope break shenanigans. Rolling her over. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Kick out at 2 again. A solid 2 count for MamaInu, especially after the punishment she's been receiving. Wasn't even close for T. T trying to think about something to do here. The corner knee strike. And it looks like T's going to be tending to her mother's wounds after this match. And another knee caught her this time. Shame on, fool me once, shame on me, or knee me once, shame on me, knee me twice, shame on you. Deadlift German suplex. T back up but slow. You're a Nagi. I'm not a Nagi. You're a Nagi. Another moonsault. Connects again this time. MamaInu looking hurt. Blood dripping from the left side of her head. She's back up though. Still got that fight left in her. Russian leg sweep. MamaInu choking out T a little bit. Like Homer does Bart and stomping on the fingies. And a falling elbow drop again. MamaInu loves her elbows, and I'm a proprietor of elbows myself. I think they're a fantastic tool in combat. Jawbreaker, bouncing her head off, her jaw off her head, ducks the clothesline, right hand, straight rocks her. Discus big boot by T. Everything's out of nowhere. 1, 2, 3, completely catching MamaInu off guard with that discus big boot. TeaTheShiba picks up a big one against her mama. TeaTheShiba, for the first time in her life, put her mother in timeout. As we will move on to the semi-main event of the night. Ooh, what a match. We'll see you guys there. How's it going, MamaInu? Student surpasses the master, the student of the game. Exactly. Well, dude, this is what I need in my life. I need MamaInu or T to get the title again and have MamaInu versus T for the championship at the last show, you know? Like, I need a big event. TeaTheShiba versus MamaInu. One last time. And then we do it like 14 more times. I think we're going to get a fan favorite in this match up next. I gotta fill up my water bottle. I was dying there for a second. Ugh. I gotta go fill up my water bottle. I'll be super quick. Ugh. I actually don't know if I can be super quick, but I'll be super quick. There. Ugh. Whew. I'm really sore because I'm trying to work out again. I'm trying to look like Unchained in the video game. Oh. Oh. Unchained in the game isn't even that buff, but I just need to be like him. I got a very odd shaped body. I call it the pregnant young mother. I just have kind of a belly. So I'm really sore because I've been working out, but I'm probably not gonna keep it up. Because I'm lazy. Okay, let's get into the semi-main event. Ooh. All right, it's the semi-main event of the night. Second to last match, and it seems like okay, yeah. It always crosses me up. I'm like, Where's the frickin' where's the music? He always crosses me up. It's Greg. Greg going in one-on-one. Greg's tag partner, the Bear, did not pick up a victory with him in the tag tournament against, I believe they lost to FlairZero. And yeah, they lost to Team Technically Support, who lost earlier tonight to La Primera, ShmeepsWorld, and Emrys Morgana. I've just gotten some very interesting news. I never thought of this, but some people are speculating we don't know what Greg looks like under that mask. He could be anybody. But some people are speculating that Greg might be the sound guy himself, which is why he doesn't have any intro music. I mean, that's an interesting theory. I'm listening. I'm looking at the live tweets right now. Hashtag who is Greg? Hashtag unmask Greg. We want to see what he looks like under that mask. That's a really long hashtag. What the hell? But he will be facing off one-on-one against someone that is has great music. TheSleepyPengu, unfortunately unsuccessful at attaining the golden opportunity, but is here to go one-on-one against Greg. Maybe Sleepy doesn't need that golden opportunity to get his championship title opportunity against Zarataro this time. A former two-time Icon Division champion TheSleepyPengu. A combined time of 77 days as champion. One defense over both title reigns. TheSleepyPengu, pretty impressive champion if I do say so myself. To be fair to Sleepy, his first title reign was cut short by that golden opportunity that Garreth won and cashed in on him. So Sleepy would have loved an opportunity to have his golden opportunity. Spinning somersault kick. Gets blocked by Greg. Greg has a little bit of a cult following. You know, some people love him, some people hate him, and some people just want to know what he looks like. Bounces off the rope, catching him, playing a little bit of chase. Cops and robbers with Greg off the ropes. Toying with Greg. Greg's legs are so long. Like, Greg doesn't look tall, but once you get him in the ring, he has such long legs, and that really, really can be an advantage coming in to matches like this when you have rope break. Because you really got to have them in the center of the ring if you want to try to submit them or pin them. Greg came out, and it was a very different Greg we saw than the Greg we saw with the Bear. Greg came out with a Bear for their tag match, and they were all happy. They were jumping around, dancing with their friend here, and Greg going over the top rope, cannonballing the Sleepy. So it seems like Greg and that Bear have some sort of connection. It's very interesting. I talked about this before, but I don't really ever hear Greg speak. I don't think I've ever heard him. He sometimes mumbles when I talk to him. But sometimes I swear I can hear him talking to the Bear, and I know that sounds crazy, but I swear to God he talks to the Bear. And they seem to understand each other. It's very interesting. They're kind of like kindred spirits, you know. Sleepy gets back into the ring at 4, and Greg grabs his toes just to piss him off. And Sleepy says, "Come in here," and Greg throwing a little bit of a temper tantrum on the outside, hyping himself up. And Sleepy's going to catch him the moment he rolls into the ring and continue to wear him down slowly. Oh my God, bicycle kick from Greg. All rise for the Greganing as he poses for his fans. Sleepy's just taking his time, taking a breather on the outside. Greg's going to step over the top rope, break the count at 1, and Sleepy just wanting to have a little bit of space, but Greg just doesn't really understand that. Over the top rope. Greg catches him, but Sleepy reverses it, chops light up Greg's chest. His blue collar shirt. Neck breaker. Honestly, I would have to say that out of a lot of people, I am one of the people that wants to know what Greg looks like under that mask. is a little bit of a mystery. Maybe even more than BA Tycho. Drop kick. I know we've seen Shibas fly today, but have you ever seen a penguin fly? Elbow drop. And maybe that's why penguins don't fly very often, crashing and burning. As Greg takes advantage. Greg off the middle rope and an enziguri. Greg going behind, but maybe thinking against it, going onto the apron. Super kick by Greg with those big work boots. That can't feel great. Some of those might have steel toes on them. Ooh, and just sucker punches. We saw some BA Tycho sucker punches during their tag match. Seems like Greg might be in the lab with BA Tycho. Greg is 1/4 of the Coalition of Humans Against Treachery. Flying forearm! Greg has definitely one of the most unique movesets of any wrestler in MPW, I have to say. He's got a little bit of everything and a boom with that forearm. German suplex to Sleepy on the floor. Picking him up and spinning him around with a clothesline. They want to keep track of the count for the ref. They're already halfway done. DDT onto the floor! Onto concrete! 7. That mask can only protect you from so much. I said 7, but I think that was 6. We don't want to see another double count out. Sleepy. Oh, God. We could see a count out. Greg might win by count out. If Sleepy can't get up, 8. Sleepy's got to get up. 9. Sleepy. Oh, Greg. Greg was watching him. Greg waited for Sleepy to get up and resets the count. But crashed and burned a little bit. Both of them stirring. Who will get to their feet first? Greg is the first one. Deadlift or ripcord forearm. Sleepy crossbody. As the count back to 4. Ref's giving some time to fight, but ooh, sliding punch to like the hip. Ref's giving them time to fight on the outside, but wants to remind them get into the ring, because that's where we want these matches to be finished. Sleepy once again wandering the ring, and Greg's going to break the count. What the? Fuckbuster! Fuckbuster by SleepyPengu. A devastating fuckbuster. Sends Greg into the ring. 3 count. Sleepy's going back up top. It didn't work for him earlier. Will it work for him now? Elbow to a prone Greg as he rolls him up. First pinfall of the match, I believe. Kick out of 2. Greg rolling through, back up, chops and punches. Greg reversal into the corner. Sending Sleepy across. No reversal by Sleepy. Backflip. Greg getting out of the corner. Ducks under him. Clothesline. The athleticism from Greg. As the roar from the fans increase. Kick out of 2. Greg nearly taking it with that one. Greg eyeing Sleepy. 4. The Greg. The Gregening! The Gregening to SleepyPengu. 2. No, kick out of 2. Greg nearly had it. The Gregening nearly put Sleepy away, and now the forearm's backing Sleepy up, that bloodied face of his. Off the rope. Spear by Greg. Spear. Putting Sleepy in his place. 2. 3, and Greg picks up a singles win. I don't remember the last time Greg picked up a singles win. I know Greg's fans at home are happy. All rise for Greg. My God, what a showing, especially to a former 2-time Iconivision champion. Very impressive from a member of the Coalition, as we will move on to the main event. Is that Greg's first win? I have no clue. I haven't been keeping track as much. I know Greg's won tag matches. I don't think Greg has ever won a singles match, now that you say it. Even through the darkest days. Oh, the final hour. Merlin with 47 months. That is a bit ridiculous, my friend. How's it going? Greg was cracked. That spear was crazy. Who did the spear better? Who does it better, Rize or Greg? You guys gotta let me know. Because Greg kind of hit it crazy. I'm saying. I mean, I'm a big fan of Rize. I'm not saying I'm not a big fan of Rize, but Greg kind of hitting it. He kind of spitting. He's kind of spitting with it. Absolutely kind of spitting with it. All right. Let's get into the final match of the night. I don't know if anything can live up to that Greg match, but let's get into it. It is time for the main event of the evening for this Thursday night throwdown, MPW. Don't be mistaken, it's not a MPWorld, it's a ShmeepsWorld making her entrance. ShmeepsWorld looking for singles Idol Division victory. We saw Draven last week go one-on-one with Minty. That's ShmeepsWorld's partner from the tag team tournament. They didn't make it very far, and Draven also took a loss in that match. So will Shmeeps have the same luck as her partner? We'll have to see. He's going one-on-one. I mean, MPWorld, if you lose to the people that's going to win, MPWorld and Emrys have made it to the finals. If they win, if you lose to the person that won the tournament, you never know if you're actually that bad, you know? You're going to lose to the one that wins it. You might as well lose to the one that wins it, you know what I'm saying? And another team that was eliminated last week, Azanaza, 1/3 of the Shogunate. Unfortunately, taking a loss with Ayasu to Blueness and BA Tycho, but looking to get some singles credits here. Maybe we'll see an Azanaza versus Rize match. I don't know how much the Shogunate would appreciate that one, but I guess that would be an easy win. Keep it in the family. Azanaza hasn't achieved as much as their stablemates, but has done a lot in their own right. They won the 8-person Battle Royal to get that advantage for the tag team match, and now they're here to make a statement about their skills in singles competition against a 2-time former Idol Division champion, one of the longer reigning openweight champions. I believe formerly a longest reigning Idol Division champion. Azanaza out the gate gets caught by ShmeepsWorld. And ShmeepsWorld immediately goes for the cover. Kick out at 1 though, way too early to call it. ShmeepsWorld did have a 65-day reign as champion, which is quite a while actually. As the Idol Division champion. Meeps off the ropes, leg lariat. Or off the rope, Irish whip into a leg lariat. And ShmeepsWorld had a 56-day title reign as openweight champion with 2 defenses. Very impressive. ShmeepsWorld off the rope, back elbow by Azanaza. The Buns got to make a name for themselves here in MPW. Especially with so many other great buns in here, like Usino, and I guess Usino's the only other bun here. I started that sentence way too early. Facebuster. X-Factor, actually, I believe is what that's called. Over the top, onto the floor in front of the French-Canadian commentators table. This is not Falls Count Anywhere, so they're going to have to be watching that time limit. This is the battle of hair tied up. Kick to the head, kick to the gut, kick to the head again. Snapmare to the floor. Boop. Giving the French-Canadian commentators, the Timeskeeper is getting... The ring announcer and the Timeskeeper getting pushed out of their corner. ShmeepsWorld just going at it with Ozanaza. 7. ShmeepsWorld's better listen to it. Listen to the count. Ozanaza's in deep trouble, but Shmeeps doesn't want to win that way. Diving from the top rope to the floor, Hurricane Rana. An impressive show of athleticism and aerial prowess by ShmeepsWorld. Ozanaza said, fuck that, I'm getting in the ring. She says, or they say, get in here now. And now lighting ShmeepsWorld up with right hands. Clothesline. Shmeep's not letting Shmeep's not letting her momentum go to waste. Sweeps the leg. Goes for a cover again on Ozza. Kick out of 2. Ooh, Shmeeps was maybe looking for around the world, but fighting ghosts. Step up, Hurricane Rana. Standing shooting star press blocked by Ozanaza. And a drop kick to keep Shmeeps down. But Shmeeps just keeps getting back up. Ozanaza sending Shmeeps into the corner. What could they be planning from here off the ropes? From the other side of the ring with a kick to the head. Oh my god, directly into the nose of ShmeepsWorld. My god. 2. Kick out of 2. I mean, yeah, you're going to get a 2 count off that one. That was devastating. Nearly broke her nose, and now it's just going at it again. Shmeeps back up, clothesline to take her down. Now, Ozanaza. I mean, Shmeeps may be a high flyer, but so is Ozza. Naza through the middle rope. No! Crashing and burning. A little bit of a daredevil maneuver. Didn't quite turn out for the meaty T onto the floor. That could be a big turning point in this match for ShmeepsWorld to get the win. Neckbreaker, just targeting that head. Oh my god, the amount of damage that Ozza might have just done to themselves. 4 count. Sending Ozza back into the ring. ShmeepsWorld circling the ring. 6 count, makes it back in. What is ShmeepsWorld thinking? Trying to keep Ozza in place for the around the world. Ozanaza gets back up. Shining Wizard doesn't quite get all of it. The slip up there. They had such momentum, and I think Ozza just slipped up. Critical roll! Critical roll by ShmeepsWorld. Referee out of position. 2. Kick out, making sure the shoulders are down. That was a little bit of a slow count. If I have to say anything about it. Shmeeps sending Ozza into the corner. There's only one thing we know from ShmeepsWorld in this point, and it's not gonna go well for Ozanaza. Superplex off the top rope into the Falcon Arrow by ShmeepsWorld. Nobody kicks out of the Falcon Arrow. No! Ozanaza kicks out. How is that possible? Nobody kicks out of the Falcon Arrow. Ozanaza fighting out of the corner clothesline. Keeping themselves alive in this match. Drop kick to the side of the head, right in the horns. Yeah, but you get the Shmeeps, you get the horns. Head scissor busting Ozanaza open, I think. I think so. X Factor trying to open that wound a little bit more. ShmeepsWorld definitely has advantage in here right now. I think that this around the world could be all she wrote. Oh no, not around the world. And once again, crashing and burning. DNA DDT! DNA DDT by Azanaza to ShmeepsWorld, catching her off guard. Shmeeps has got to be careful. Shmeeps is 0 for 2 on the top rope, but Azanaza, 1 for 1, or 1 for 2. Diving to the outside. You can see, though, with that run, that Azanaza is definitely worn out. They're going to need to do something really drastic if they want to win this match. Kip up by ShmeepsWorld. Into the French-Canadian commentators table right in that corner. On the gut. And a handspring knees once again. 4 count. I was going to say flips her around. There she goes. Shmeeps. Oh, Azanaza bouncing off the top rope. Crossbody. Azanaza showing they can do it too. Showing their high-flying prowess just like ShmeepsWorld. Booty popping moonsault. Grabbing knee strike. Chest decimating. ShmeepsWorld 4 count. Shmeeps might be out cold on the outside. Aza, though, thinking against it. Maybe not sure what they want to do. Off the apron! Big boy senton! From the biggest bunny you've ever seen. Flips Shmeeps around. Hooks the arms. Buckbuster! Send ShmeepsWorld back inside. I said Shmeeps had advantage here. I said it was all in Shmeeps' corner right now, but Azanaza has swapped that momentum. And I think they might have it. Oh, commentators curse forearm. Shmeeps. Unprettier positioned bulldog. I might have just jinxed Azanaza. And Azanaza might just be going for another ride up top. ShmeepsWorld looking to send them off the top once again. Superplex again into the Falcon Arrow to finish it. No, ShmeepsWorld isn't done. Oh, no, she is. She hesitated, though. Is that enough? Or is it over for Azanaza? I think that hesitation... Oh, my God. It's the little mistakes that these two are making that costing them the win. Azanaza. DNA. DDT. ShmeepsWorld might have just cost herself the match with that hesitation. Ooh, kick out of 2. Azanaza showing that frustration. You can't let your emotions get the better of you in the ring. Aza going up top. Looking for something. Double axe handle. Cracks over the skull of ShmeepsWorld. Into the corner. Azanaza once again with that boot in the corner. That might just be enough to put it away. 1, 2, 3, and Azanaza puts Shmeep away in a hard-fought main event. My God. Azanaza picks up a strong singles win. I mean, this might be... Season 2 might be about the new blood here, taking out the old champions. We saw Tabby Cat last week. Now we see Azanaza. Who is next for the new blood in MPW? But we will see you guys next Thursday. Thank you guys so much for watching. I was Masu Pro Wrestlington. This is Masu Pro Wrestling, and I'll see you guys next time. Now, if you guys would stick in the chat with me for just a wee bit longer. I want to raid someone, and if you guys just stay for the raid, I would appreciate it. Because it's always nice to just sauce some people over. I don't know how long that person's going to be streaming 4, but I might raid them. Oh, Tyranno's also streaming. I think I'm gonna raid. Oh, Memsy is. Let's go raid. Let's go raid Ems. Ah. I didn't even see that. Let me make sure I'm spelling their name right. Memsy is streaming. What are they streaming? I didn't even see what they're streaming. Phasmophobia. I know there's people who are fans of Phasmophobia, so if you guys would stick around, I would absolutely appreciate it. Just to say hi. If you haven't followed them, they're really nice. They're a person I met recently. They're very nice. They're very beautiful VTuber model. They're pre-debut right now. I think their debut is the 29th, if I remember. So thank you guys for hanging out with me. I'll see you guys tomorrow, probably. There's a small chance I don't stream tomorrow. SMT3. If I don't stream tomorrow, I'll stream on Sunday as a makeup stream. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. If not, bye! Matane!